Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. We're watching high school hockey on a Saturday afternoon as Red River takes on Section 8 Class A Thief River Falls. Sam Jensen alongside Ryan Kuntz bringing you this Saturday matinee coverage of the Rough Riders against the Prowlers. We're going to make our way through this pregame report brought to you by True North Equipment and Signature Graphics and Apparel. Ryan, Red River coming into today's matchup with an 11-5 record on a 3-game winning streak, outscoring their opponents 22-4 in the last 3 games. They're playing their best hockey at a pretty good time when you want to start to get hot.
Absolutely, and I just watching this Red River team, and it's been a while actually since I've seen them play live, but I feel like this is Red River's MO, right? Is they start to kind of kick it in gear after about the 1st of January. That seems like under Tim Scarperud. They're one team to start the season, but as the season rolls on, they start to really find a groove, and I really like the direction they're heading. Like you mentioned, a lot of goals for, not very many against. That's what you need to do, right? I mean, you need to kind of lock down the defensive side of it. I think that's where Red River's missed on a couple of the losses that they've had this year is maybe some bad defensive play, but they're tightening that up, and they'll get a test here against a team that they don't know much about.
Don't know much about the Prowlers, exactly right. They were originally scheduled to play this past Thursday, but the extreme weather doesn't feel like it's really warmed up too much from Thursday, but we're still playing here on Saturday afternoon inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex. Did get a chance myself personally to do color commentary with John Roberts on KNOX watching Thief River Falls play East Grand Forks last week. The Prowlers lost to the Green Wave 6-0 in that matchup. Something that's going to be a common theme that we're going to bring up throughout the course of the broadcast is their lack of depth, really only rolling out 7 forwards, 4 defensemen. It really makes it tough to win hockey games, doesn't it, Ryan?
Yeah, we've kind of seen that from some of these Section 8 teams. I mean, World's a little bit notorious for kind of riding a couple guys every game, so it can be done, and especially when you have, I mean, you mentioned some of these, they got some guys who can play on this Thief River team, so when you, if they could handle the physicality and the all that, when you have a guy like Spencer Anderson coming out every other shift, it'll be do some damage.
Yeah, for sure. And it can really wear on his stamina when you're getting rolled out every other shift, like you mentioned. And we'll take a deeper dive into the players that we're going to keep an eye on later on in this pregame report. For now, we're going to take our first break. When we come back, we'll continue our coverage, getting ready for high school hockey. Grand Forks Red River taking on Thief River Falls on KNOX Live Sports.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivards Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailerSales.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more, fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. Pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. SprayAdvantage.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks. Gear up for ski season or hit the trails on a fat tire bike. At the Ski and Bike Shop, we offer top brands, ski and snowboard service, and everything you need for cold weather fun. The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks, where your next adventure begins.
Welcome back to our coverage of Red River hockey on the KNOX Live Sports Network. We're in our pregame show getting ready for puck drop as the Rough Riders take on Thief River Falls on this Saturday afternoon in Grand Forks. This pregame show brought to you by True North Equipment and Signature Graphics and Apparel. We're going to take a look at our first element of this pregame report, and that's our drive for the title. We have a couple of different graphics to show you, starting off with our EDC standings on the North Dakota side. Grand Forks Red River, as things currently stand, leading the Eastern Dakota Conference, a couple of games in hand over their crosstown rival Grand Forks Central. The Knights having swept the season series against Red River. On your right, you'll notice those are games that were originally scheduled for Thursday night. I believe the only one to actually take place was Fargo Davies as they defeated West Fargo in West Fargo. All the other games were postponed. Grand Forks Central versus Bemidji, not sure if they've rescheduled a date to play that non-conference matchup. Grand Forks Central in action today, however. They're playing over at the Purper Arena at 3 o'clock as the Knights will be taking on Devil's Lake. Taking a look at these standings, it's getting to the point of the year, Ryan, where things are starting to shake out and we have an idea of who's competing for the top four. Yeah, it's sort of separating a little bit. You can see the three teams at the top there obviously starting to separate. Red River, like you mentioned, in the lead, but I mean, you almost have to kind of ignore them if you're Red River with 2 games in hand. That's 6 points you think Central's going to get. So, maybe they're in second when this all shakes out. But they are kind of separating from West Fargo, Cheyenne, who was kind of nipping at everyone's heels and leading. I mean, not too long ago, leading the conference. So for Red River, yeah, just keep winning games. It'll all kind of work out like it's supposed to. And, just keep getting points. Things shaking up how they usually end up, with Grand Forks really dominating the top of the standings on a year-in, year-out basis. Grand Forks Central, like you mentioned, having 2 less games played in the conference as opposed to Red River. West Fargo Cheyenne, the only team that Red River has lost to this year, not named East Grand Forks or Grand Forks Central. Red River was able to defeat West Fargo Cheyenne in the rematch in West Fargo. That was what started their current 3-game winning streak, defeating the Mustangs by a score of 7-1. So they're really starting to play better hockey as the year continues to develop. Now we're going to hide this graphic and we're going to pull up the Minnesota drive for the title. And this is just a look at the standings in State A according to Let's Play Hockey. The rankings currently, the only Section 8 team represented is Warroad. East Grand Forks on the outside looking in. Thief River Falls on the outside looking in. Don't really have, with how Minnesota high school hockey plays their regular season, a look at the Section 8 standings. But taking a look here in terms of teams that Thief River Falls has played, they've taken on Warroad. They lost to the Warriors in that matchup. Not a whole lot of other teams that we can really compare Thief River Falls. I do know that they have played West Fargo Cheyenne. They lost that game 4-1, and then they defeated Grafton Park River. So those are the only common opponents between these teams. Grafton Park River, West Fargo Cheyenne, and then Warroad, a team that Grand Forks Red River was able to defeat earlier this year. Ryan, you had the privilege of covering that upset win for Grand Forks Central last week as they beat Moorhead, but an impressive win for the Riders on their regular season record, defeating Warroad earlier this season. Yeah, I watched that game. Obviously, we didn't go up this year, but I watched it, and Red River looked, it's funny because last year it was that tournament where Red River kind of flipped. Mm-hmm. And I think it was kind of the same thing this year. I mean, I watched that Warroad game, and it was it 4-2 or 5-2? There was an empty netter involved, I think 4-2, but just watching that game, Red River looked pretty dominant. I mean, I thought the game could have been actually worse. And then Warroad kind of got some revenge the next night, beat Central, so you're like, okay, maybe this is more of a quality win than we think for Red River. But, yeah, ever since that Warroad game, it seems like Red River's been playing much better. But, I mean, you talked about some of these State A rankings, and we were talking off air. Hermantown and Hibbing, East Side's got them. So East Side not in the top 8, but they got a week where maybe they could
insert themselves somewhere on that list if they have a good one.
Excellent point. That's East Grand Forks has some prove-it opportunities upcoming against Hermantown and Hibbing, a rematch of the state semifinal a year ago. Of course, East Grand Forks, the defending Class A state champions. And like you mentioned, Red River starting to play their best hockey of the year as we're in the final stretch of the regular season, getting ready for EDC play. This drive for the title is brought to you by Acme Tools. We're going to take another break in this pregame report, getting ready for Rough Riders versus Prowler hockey on KNOX Live Sports. We'll be right back.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Nothing feels or performs better than a properly fitted golf club. Whether it's irons, driver, or putter, call us today for your free club fitting. For over 30 years, the Golf Center in Grand Forks has been your club fitting leader.
Valley Truck in East Grand Forks is proud to support our local high school athletes. With over 400 years of combined experience, they keep our community moving on and off the field. Trusted repairs, quality parts, and support for the next generation.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
We very much take a lot of pride in our work. Customer service has always been our #1.
We have the best materials. You're going to have the best people in the area to do the job.
If you can dream it up, we can make it happen.
Or head to gworkslf.com to get started.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new. Big or small, Finest Auto Trim can cover it all. To get a quote, go to finestautotrim.com.
Welcome back to our coverage of Rough Rider hockey on KNOX Live Sports, brought to you by Rivard's Turf and Forage and Grand Trailer Sales. We're continuing to make our way through this True North Equipment, Signature Graphics, and Apparel pregame report, getting ready for puck drop scheduled. Looks like we're going to start a little bit earlier than anticipated, originally scheduled for 1 o'clock. However, the JV game was in running time for the entirety of the third period, and we started warm-ups promptly after the end of that JV game, so we're looking at a puck drop of maybe a little bit before 1 o'clock here inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex. My name is Sam Jensen. I'll be doing play-by-play for you this afternoon. Alongside me doing color commentary is Ryan Kuntz, and behind the camera we will have Joey Spanger on our KNOX sports team. Let's take a look at our next element of this pregame report, and that's our tools of the game, the players that we're going to be keeping an eye on in this matchup between Red River and Thief River Falls. The tools to the game brought to you by State Farm, Logan Karski Agency, building game plans to protect what matters most to you. Starting off with the visitors, we talked about them already in the pregame report, and that's Spencer Anderson. Spencer Anderson, the junior for the Prowlers, has 43 points. He has 31 goals and 10 assists, does Anderson, and he's committed to the University of Miami, Ohio in the NCHC. So looking at some high-quality talent on that top line for the Prowlers. Some other contributors for Thief River Falls include Hudson Browse. He has 29 points on the year. And also Ian Winter. He has 15, 4 goals, and 11 assists. Now our tools of the game for Red River. That top line of Griffin Hoganson. Griffin Hoganson is not line mates. Sorry. All these guys spread out on lines according to the line chart that we're looking at, really building the depth for Red River. But leading the way in scoring for the Riders is Hoganson. He has 35 points, 12 goals, and 23 assists. Caden Ulmer right on his heels. He has 33 points, 21 goals, leading the team in goals for Red River. And then Stetson Brown has 22 points. Grand Forks Red River also had Mason Breno also has 22 points, and other players averaging over a point per game include Cale Gruenberg, Colin Rost, and Blaze Newbert. Ryan, taking a look at the stats for Red River, this is kind of how you imagined it shaking out at the beginning of the season, huh?
Yeah, and I'm looking, Stetson Brown not on the line sheet, so is he out today? He must be
dealing with an illness.
Injury.
Yeah, we have a couple of defenders who, talking to Tim Scarperud before our broadcast, mentioning the work ethic, and they're being rewarded with a spot in the lineup today. Alex McDonald and Max McDonald both listed on the official program as defensemen, but they're being slotted in on that fourth line. So Grand Forks Red River with Stetson Brown not in the lineup chart. Not going to speculate in terms of the reason. Have to imagine maybe it's a nagging injury or an illness that's keeping Brown out of the lineup chart. But Hoganson and Ulmer are in. Hoganson on that top line along with Blaze Newbert and Mason Breno. Caden Ulmer on that second line with Cale Gruenberg and Chase Kolka. And for Thief River Falls, we talked about it earlier. It'll probably be a common theme throughout the course of the broadcast, depth. But when you struggle with depth, it helps to have a very electric top line, and they have that led by Spencer Anderson.
Spencer Anderson, 31-10, going for the Cy Young there. But that's a lot of goals. And, yeah, like you said, I mean, obviously just looking at those stats, I mean, obviously a guy who every shift is probably going to be a threat, somebody that Red River's going to have to really watch throughout the game. We'll see if Tim Scarperud plays the matchup game on how he kind of, throws out lines against him. But, for Red River, I think this is kind of the key, right, is they play a game where they have three lines who can move. They play a very simple game. They have depth throughout their lineup, so they can maybe use that to their advantage a little bit. You'll probably see them be very physical with Spencer Anderson, probably the whole team. If you're only playing, 6-7 forwards, the best way to kind of wear those guys down is just constantly being physical and getting in their way. So we'll see how that goes. But the one thing for Red River that I've really liked is, and especially over this last few games where they've been putting up numbers, is everyone's scoring. And that was kind of the thing we were kind of curious about with Red River to start the year. Who's going to score besides Caden Ulmer and Griff Hoganson? And for a while it was just those two. But now you're seeing Newbert and Breno and Kolka. You're seeing these names on the score sheet. So they found that secondary scoring to help those guys out. So it's not just a one-line team. Obviously, Tim Scarperud split Ulmer and Hoganson up for that reason. Add a little bit of depth. You can't just key on one line. Now you got to deal with two. So it seems to be working. We'll see how it goes today.
Lots of good points you just made there, Ryan, including something we'll keep an eye on, whether Tim Scarperud wants to play that matchup game, having the last line change as the home team when Spencer Anderson's out there. Will they have a line that's dedicated to defending that top line for the Prowlers? And then in terms of depth for Red River, you mentioned all the players that are contributing aside from the players listed on your screen. I'll add to that on the back end, players who were not mentioned, both in double digits scoring, the senior Brecken Holtberg and also his classmate Colin Rost. Holtberg has 14 points, Rost with 18 points himself, so it certainly helps to get some offensive production from the blue line.
Yeah, both those guys, and they kind of do it differently, right? They're two very different players, but they're factoring in. You see Brecken Holtberg a lot with that lethal shot from the blue line. He's more of a stay-at-home guy, kind of likes to walk that line, and he's great about getting pucks on net. They always seem to find their way to the net, if not to the back of the net. And then Colin Ross is a little bit more of a freelancer. He likes to go. He'll insert himself on the rush. He's joining it up in the offensive zone. So very different players, but same result. They're getting production out of those two, which, like you said, always helps.
These are our tools to the game, brought to you by State Farm Logan Karski Agency, building game plans to protect what matters most to you. Home insurance, car insurance, life insurance. Bundle it all together with Logan Karski at State Farm here in Grand Forks. We're going to take another break as we're getting ready for puck drop here inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex. It's Red River versus Thief River Falls on KNOX. We'll be right back.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting someone who pays attention to the little things that make a big difference. And to keep your family cool this summer, it takes Bryant.
Connect with Thermal Air today, your Bryant certified dealer.
In Grand Forks, it's about more than just where you live. It's about the people you trust when life happens.
At Logan Karski State Farm, we're proud to protect what matters most. I'm Logan Karski with State Farm, and we'd be honored to be your good neighbor.
When the lights go out, count on the pros. Bergstrom Electric in Grand Forks, the area's largest full-service electrical contractor. From commercial builds to homes, they're trusted for quality, safety, and award-winning work. Call today, 701-775-8897.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersales.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course,
when you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
Nelson Auto in Grand Forks is proud to sponsor area athletics. We know the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto in Grand Forks, home to Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Hey, this is Pastor Paul. I'd like to welcome you to Hope Church, especially if you're a person that doesn't have a place where you hang out spiritually. We would love for you to come and experience hope and find God. Hope Church, 9, 10:30, and 6 p.m. on Sundays. For more information, you can check out gfhope.org.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
H&S Electrical Services is proud to support local high school sports. From homes to industry, we deliver safe, reliable electrical solutions. Locally owned and operated, our skilled team ensures quality and service you can trust. H&S, trusted in your homes and businesses.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our coverage of Red River Hockey on the KNOX Live Sports Network, brought to you by our premier partners at Grand Trailer Sales and Rivard's Turf and Forage. We're just wrapping up our pregame report. That pregame report brought to you by True North Equipment and Signature Graphics and Apparel tonight and all season long. My name is Sam Jensen. I'll be doing play-by-play this afternoon. Alongside me is our color commentator, Ryan Kuntz, behind the camera, the eyes of the KNOX Sports Department. That's Joey Spanger. Just moments away from puck drop here inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex, getting ready for this matchup between Red River and Thief River Falls. Let's move into our next element of the pregame report, and that's our keys to the game. Keys to the game are sponsored by Jarrell Sports. See what's new for the season and stop in today. Starting off with the visiting team, Thief River Falls. They got to stay out of the penalty box. 201 penalty minutes accrued by the Prowlers so far this season. Their penalty kill percentage at 78.2. So not doing the best of jobs in terms of staying out of the penalty box. And when they are a man short, the opposing power play has usually been effective against them so far this year. So that'll be something to keep an eye on throughout the course of our broadcast. And then they also got to help their goalie, Cooper Roth, for Thief River Falls coming into tonight's matchup, giving up 3.89 goals against average with an .867 save percentage. That game that we covered on KNOX last week against East Grand Forks, the Green Wave putting up 50 shots on net against the Prowlers, so certainly wanting to support their goaltender more against Red River, a team known for their being hard on the forecheck.
Hard on the forecheck, yeah, you said it exactly. We'll probably see that tonight. That is Red River's strength, and Red River is also a team that's very capable of putting up volume shots. So, defensively, yeah, like you said, Thief River's going to have to be really aware of where everybody's at. They're going to have to kind of get a little dirty, block some shots, do some of those things. But if they're going to be, weak defensively, if they're going to take power or penalties and give Red River opportunities, it could be a long night for them.
And our keys for Red River, Ryan, you already touched on it earlier, and that's kind of keeping to build the balance, the depth that we talked about earlier on when we were taking a look at the players to keep an eye out for the Rough Riders this afternoon. And that's kind of been mission accomplished, but one of the keys that we have listed on your screen, they want to continue to build that depth. And we mentioned it, throwing Hoganson and Ulmer on different lines will certainly allow them to get more players on the stat sheet.
Yep, absolutely. Depth is huge, and I do like this stat here, the third period goal differential. I mean, that's always a key one. That's one that when I coach teams, I always look at also. And if you're going to pick a period to be good, and the third is the one to do. So Red River right on track there.
Those are our keys to the game, brought to you by Jarrell Sports. See what's new for the season. Stop in today. Always a good time to stop in and restock on your sock tape and your stick tape. Also, buy some new gear that you put off buying in the off season. Replace the old gear that is worse for the wear. We're going to take our final break of this pregame report. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and puck drop inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex, getting ready for Red River Hockey on KNOX Live Sports.
It's game day, and whether you're feeding the family or the entire team, Hugo's is the place to go. Score big with favorites from the meat department, delicious fresh veggies, and don't forget about the bakery to celebrate the big win. Hugo's Family Marketplace, your game day headquarters.
Thief River Glass handles it all. Aluminum storefronts, auto glass, windows, shower enclosures, and more. Just like our athletes, we're built for every season. No job is too big or too small. Call 218-681-1333 for year-round dependable service.
When you're looking for a change of pace, a change of routine, or a change of scenery, we'll help you find what's next. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Ready to launch your future? At Northland Community and Technical College, opportunity starts here. Train for high-demand technical and skilled trades, or start with an affordable Associates of Arts degree and transfer with ease. Visit northlandcollege.edu.
The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
For expert sales and service, visit Acme Equipment or online at acmekubota.com.
The body shop you work with is your choice, so pick the local team with the service you trust. Modern Auto Body in Grand Forks can make it look like the accident never happened. Schedule an appointment for an estimate on our website or give us a call.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school hockey on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. Just moments away from puck drop between Red River and Thief River Falls. We're now going to read you the starting lineups, brought to you by our partners at Forks Fence Company, powered by Greenworks. Grand Forks' #1 fence company. Starting off with the visitors, starting in net will be Cooper Roth. On the blue line, the pair of defenders feature Ryan Floggen and Tucker Knott. And then forward line #1 for the Prowlers features Spencer Anderson, Hudson Hall, and Jonathan Rogala. Now our starting lineup for the home team, your Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders. In net is Rylan Carinta. Carinta so far this year with a 6-4 record, 2.81 goals against average, and an 8.72 save percentage. He gets the start over Alex Strauss. Those two goaltenders have kind of been swapping starts as of late for the Rough Riders. Carinta, the senior, gets the nod tonight. In front of him on the blue line, starting off for the Rough Riders, is Cam Irian and Colin Rost. And then forward line #1 for Red River features Mason Breno, Blaze Newbert, and Griffin Hoganson. Once again, those starting lineups brought to you by Forks Fence Company, powered by Greenworks, Grand Forks' #1 fence company. The officials tonight on the lines is Corey Sink. And then wearing the orange arm sleeves will be Matt Palmasino and Tom Magnuson. We're getting ready to play the national anthem here inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex, so we're going to send you to one final break. When we come back, we will have Puck Drop. It's Red River versus Thief River Falls on KNOX Live Sports.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
If you've got an electrical emergency, call RBB Electric. We are your 24/7 electrician. Your call will always be answered by an RBB employee ready to help 24/7. RBB Electric is on time every time. Your time is valuable, and we don't waste it. RBB Electric always calls ahead to schedule service. We are online always. If you suffer from slow download speeds, call our certified network designers and installers. On call, on time, and online. RBB Electric won't leave you in the dark. RBB Electric, your 24/7 electricians.
That will do it for our pregame show, brought to you by our partners at True North Equipment, true to our values and driven by you, and also Signature Graphics and Apparel. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life. We're just moments away getting ready for Puck Drop, this matchup between Grand Forks Red River and Thief River Falls. Sam Jensen, and to my left is Ryan Kuntz. He'll be our color commentator for this matchup. Behind the camera is Joey Spanger, part of our KNOX sports team. Grand Forks Red River in period number 1 will be going from right to left. Thief River Falls going from left to right. Any final thoughts before Puck Drop, Ryan?
No, let's get this game on the road here. Like you talked about, I'm looking left here at Thief's jerseys, looking right here at the white Red River jerseys. A great clash of colors, which I don't know. I always like when the colors, right?
You took the words right out of my mouth. A great uniform matchup, and kind of some traditional uniform styles as well. Thief River Falls in their traditional blue, trimmed in yellow and white. Grand Forks Red River in their home uniforms, white jerseys and socks with red gloves, breezers, and helmets with riders written diagonally across their chest. We are underway. Thief River Falls wins the opening faceoff. It goes back to Floggen. Floggen moves it to Anderson. He enters the zone. Shot misses wide, comes to the near side. Tucker Connaught will hold the zone for Thief River Falls. Now holding it on the far side is going to be Floggen. Ross scoops this one up, and the Rough Riders are unable to clear the zone. Finally, Griffin Hoganson reaches back, and they will move it through the neutral zone. Covering it up will be Roth, and he will hold on to it for our first stoppage with 16:32 remaining here in the first.
Couple big hits to start this one. I think, was that Hoganson that got hit on the wall over there?
I did not see that one.
I think it was Hoganson. That's a big body to take down, but he took a big crunch trying to chip a puck in the zone. He got it in there, but paid the price for it.
6'3", 205 pounds. You got it right. He's a hard body to take down. Thief River Falls with an impressive first shift. Now it's the Riders trying to respond with it in the offensive zone. Here's Holtberg. His shot gets deflected. Rings around to the near side, waiting for his Sabota, but he's going to have to retreat back to center ice as the puck crossed the blue line. Red River regains possession, and it's Sabota dumping it down. Roth plays it behind his net. An opportunity for Red River in the slot was Gruenberg, but he was not able to corral that to get a shot off cleanly. Thief River Falls will clear, and now they're going to try work it out of their own zone. Doing so will be the freshman defenseman Beckham Johnson. Johnson pass up to the far wall, gets deflected. It's the Prowlers' Ian Winter who will then knock it into the attacking zone for Thief River. Grand Forks Red River quick to take possession away. Chasing it to the near wall is Caden Sabota. Sabota being pressed up against the near wall by Jed Kelly. And he'll pass it to his defensive partner, Brecken Holtberg, who has room to skate. Makes a nice stretch pass, getting connected with Kyler Beadall, but he trips up near the Thief River Falls blue line, and the Prowlers will try to break it out. Quick to re-enter, though, for Red River. This is Holtberg. Holtberg centering feed, still in the slot. Loose puck eventually collected by Thief River Falls' Brody Arlt. Shot on net from the far side, and it's gloved by Corinta. That shot originating from Jed Kelly. So we're going to have a defensive zone draw for Red River with 15-16 remaining here in period number 1. Back and forth action. That is the first shot on net, unless the shots have yet to be recorded from the statisticians below us here inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex. Here's Seeger. He'll dump it deep into the attacking end for the Riders. Nice touch pass to Banky. Banky looking for a centering feed. That one's broken up by Thief River Falls' Radnicki. Now it's the Prowlers trying to break it out on the near side. Good job holding the zone is Red River. Doing so for the Riders is Brody Lucier. Fighting for it on the far wall. It's Red River coming away with it. That's going to be Hoganson working the far wall. He'll cycle it back down low, looking for a streaking player on the near side. Doing so was Lucier. He got the pass, was able to get a shot off, but I believe it was stopped by Roth. The deflection goes behind the net, and the Prowlers clear it out to center ice.
Got great opportunity there for Brody Lucier. He's the weak side D, jumps in, gets a great pass, but that whole shift, that whole opportunity was set up by Red River's third line. Benke, Seeger, Beadle. Great forecheck in the offensive zone, great pressure, kind of set the table. Hoganson jumped out, and great opportunity for Red River, but a big save by Roth.
The first real prime scoring opportunity for Red River. Did not see who put the seam pass to try find Lucier streaking towards the net. It was a good find for the Riders.
It might have been Beadall. Beadall or Hoganson, I don't know which one. It was one of those two over there. Great heads-up play, though.
Offensive zone draw, escapes and comes back to the Red River line. Nice pass through the neutral zone. Hoganson has it poked off his stick. Now it's Anderson. Anderson will pass it to his line mate Hall, and he'll dump it into the near corner. The Prowlers' forecheck will go to work, but the Riders are quick to skate it out. Cam Irian runs into traffic at the red line. Now teams fight for possession in front of the Red River bench at the Red River blue line. Still fighting for possession at center ice, and eventually it's Hoganson scooping it up, entering the attacking zone. His centering feed broken up at the last second. Nice defensive play there for Thief River Falls. I believe that was Weston Olson breaking that one up for the Prowlers. Ross' shot goes off the end wall, deflects all the way back to the front of the net. Roth will hop on top of it and hold on to it. That'll be a stoppage with 13:12 remaining here in the first on our All True Health System scoreboard. Still 0-0 shots on net, one apiece.
Boy, that was a dangerous opportunity there. A Rider defenseman took a shot, missed the net. It bounced hard off the end wall and landed right under Ross Blocker, who was on the ice. I don't even know if he saw it, but that was going right to Gruenberg if he doesn't stop that.
Good high IQ play by Roth, and he makes another save there and will hold on to it. Good opportunity for Grand Forks Red River. Gruenberg, Ulmer, and Kalka, the second line for the Rough Riders out on the ice. It'll be Thief River Falls winning this faceoff. Doing so is Hudson Browse. They'll ring it around. Winter waits for it, and he'll move this one forward to Jed Kelly. Jed Kelly working against Holtberg behind the Red River goal line. Prize free. And it comes loose to the near side. Holtberg is going to retreat. That's Sabota, rather. He's going to pass it to Holtberg, and he'll move it through up to the neutral zone. Comes to Ulmer. Ulmer trying to get connected with Kalka on the far side. Kalka didn't have his stick, so the Prowlers are able to get it out to center ice, and the Riders will have to regroup. Here's Browse crossing the red line. He'll dump it deep for Thief River Falls. Corinta will drop this one off for Sabota. Sabota works it to the near wall. Grand Forks Red River able to get it out. Nice touch pass. Here's Gruenberg coming in, and he will score. Grand Forks Red River, Cale Gruenberg gets the Riders on the scoreboard. They lead 1-0 with 12:15 remaining in period number 1. Let's take a look at that replay brought to you by American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency. We did not capture that replay. Apologies for that one. We'll capture all the additional goals and highlights that we have, so apologies getting excited, but that is going to be Cale Gruenberg with the goal for Red River to give the Riders a 1-0 lead, and that was a nice touch pass by Ulmer at the Thief River Falls blue line to make that play.
Yeah, I was going to say, too, I mean, he's had 2 shifts so far, Caden Ulmer. Both shifts, he's been a problem. His speed is tough to handle, and right there, he just, like you said, patience. He drew a Thief River defender in, and as soon as that defender got close, chipped to the middle, Gruenberg caught it in stride, looked off the pass, went high short side. Nice shot, nice play.
Really good shot, beating the netminder Cooper Roth, high blocker side. Really nice play in transition for the Riders, and that gives them a 1-0 lead. Looking to build on it with an offensive zone draw will be Thor Seeger winning it back, but the play's whistled dead before it started.
False start there. I think Thief had about 3 guys trying to get to position when they dropped that puck, so.
Linesman Corey Sink will redrop it, and it's another offensive zone draw win. Nice comes shot. Back to Lucier. His shot makes its way on net. Rebound comes to the near wall. Lucier, another shot. This one's going to miss way high and wide, all the way out in Polk County. Red River will still retain offensive zone possession. Lucier on the near half wall will hold offensive zone possession for Red River. He has it taken away from him. Good play by Brody Radnicki to get it out of the defensive zone for the Prowlers. He'll chase it below the goal line of Red River. Radnicki has this one taken away by Lucier. He'll skate it to the far wall, and he's not able to put a move on Radnicki. Now Red River enter the attacking zone. Doing so is Banky. Circling the net. He'll get pressed up against the end wall, and it will be Radnicki taking the puck away. Here's an opportunity for Red River after forcing a turnover below the goal line. That shot will miss high and wide. It was deflected, taking that shot for the Riders. I believe that was number 14. So that's going to be Caden Banky with an opportunity in a prime scoring area, but making the save is Cooper Roth. It deflects up into the netting, so we have a stoppage.
Well, Banky.
Go ahead.
Banky got the. Breno took the shot, but it was a really great play by Caden Banky on a line change, a 1-on-5 essentially. Great wall work down low. Mason Breno came in hot off the bench, support, gets the puck, walks out front. Another big save by Roth.
Red River's errant stretch pass will be fielded by Thief River Falls' Flogan. He passes it to the near side for Hudson Hall. He moves it forward to Anderson, who looked like he could have been streaking in towards the net, but it's whistled for an offside, so we'll have a stoppage with just over 10:30 to go in the first period. Some good lines, good shifts being strung together for Red River. Only 1 goal to show for it so far, but if they continue to play like this, the goals will follow. Center ice faceoff won by Hoganson. Rost evading a forechecker. He passes it up to Breno. Breno coughs it up. It comes back to Rost in his own zone. Rost goes D-to-D with Irian. Irian's stretch pass to the far side, streaking towards the net.
Oh, what a save.
Is
what
Hoganson,
a save.
And a great save by Cooper Roth. Here's Mason Breno being pressed up against the end wall. Taking the puck away is Flogan. Flogan dealing with this tenacious forecheck for Red River. Taking it right back is Breno. He slides it back to the point. Shot from Irian makes its way on net. Rebound comes to the near wall. Scooped up by Breno once again. He'll try cycle it back down low for Blaze Newbert. Comes back to the point. Irian's just going to throw it into the far corner. Thief River Falls trying to break it out along that far wall. Puck still laying loose. Finally, Spencer Anderson will collect it, and he'll gallop through the neutral zone. He enters the attacking end for the Prowlers, trying to make his way towards the middle of the ice. He's redirected all the way to the far corner, and that's going to be a penalty. The question is whether this will be 2 or 5 minutes, as Spencer Anderson was hit from behind, chasing a loose puck into the far corner. So we'll get a look at this Thief River Falls RBB Electric power play. We will have not yet heard whether it will be 2 or 5. The officials will have a conference.
Yeah, I would be surprised if this isn't 5. I mean, Ross went in to make the hit. He kind of committed, and he got Spencer Anderson straight in the 12 in the back of the jersey, and kind of an awkward spot too. Anderson looking like he's not feeling great. He's staying on the ice, but
staying on the ice is part of that top power play unit. And we await the numbers to be put up, and it is a 5-minute major assessed against Colin Rost. I don't believe it's a game misconduct, unless our color commentator knows more about the rules, which certainly he does. But Rost appears to stay in the penalty box.
I think this will just be 5.
Big opportunity for the Prowlers. They're on the RBB Electric power play with just under 9:30 to go here in the first. It'll be Colin Ross serving a 5-minute major for checking from behind, taking down Spencer Anderson in the far corner. An awkward collision. And like we suspected, it is 5 minutes. Major opportunity for the Prowlers, all you can eat. Defensive zone draw won by the Riders, and they're going to ring it around all the way to the far side. The Thief River Falls will collect it at their own blue line. Retreating now is Beckham Johnson. Beckham Johnson hands it off to Hudson Browse. Browse works through the neutral zone. It's Johnson trying to dump it deep, but it's batted down by Brecken Holtberg, and he will dump it all the way down, and Thief River Falls will have to regroup from behind their own goal line.
Yeah, let's watch Red River on the kill here. They got some guys who can be a threat shorthanded. I'm thinking Hoganson, Ulmer, we've seen them do some damage shorthanded. Ooh, big save.
Shot from Johnson, one-timer on the point, makes its way to Carinta. He makes the save. Johnson still has it at the blue line. He passes it to the near side, but it's broken up nicely by Caden Sabota there. He will clear, and the Prowlers will regroup, looking to re-enter the attacking zone. Hudson Browse will throw it deep. And the forecheck starts. Spencer Anderson hard on the puck. He gains possession. Pass back to the point. Browse looking for a shot. It's blocked. Puck still loose. Anderson on top of the crease. It's covered up by Carinta. Good shift there for the Prowlers.
Yeah, some good looks there. Kind of a bounce. Who was that? That must have been Blaze Newber went out to block a shot. Hit him somewhere in the breezer area. He didn't know where it was, and Thief River was able to kind of swap that one on net, and a couple big saves from Carinta. He's only had 3, or 2, I guess, but he's had some good ones.
So a minute 20 into the power play, Thief River Falls will finally roll out their second power play unit. On the near wall, Ryan Floggen will lose possession. Good job holding the zone as Brody Radnicki at the far blue line. Ringing around from end to end we go. Finally, Red River will clear. Doing so is Caden Ulmer, forcing Brody Radnicki to retreat behind his own net. 3:15 remaining on the 5-minute major assessed against Colin Ross. Thief River Falls with a couple of opportunities so far. No real grade A chances. And that'll burn off more time as Holtberg dumps this one down. And now we have an opportunity as Thor Siegert gets driven into the boards on the near side. Showing good effort on the forecheck on the penalty kill for Red River is the junior Thor Siegert. Seeger forces a weak dump in, and this time it will go right onto the stick of Irion. He will dump this one deep, and here's Seeger re-entering the attacking zone, hungry for a short-handed opportunity, but he will lose possession at the top of the circles. Thief River skates through the neutral zone, and dumping this one deep is Hudson Hall. It will ring around all the way to the far wall as the Prowlers go for a line change. Irion scoops it up at the red line. He enters the attacking zone. He'll cross-ice dump into the near corner. Griffin Hoganson picks it up for the Riders. Hoganson will just deposit it back below the goal line of Thief River Falls. It's collected there by Browse. Browse facing a hard forecheck. And here's an opportunity as Hoganson was streaking towards the net. Has it poked away at the last second by Beckham Johnson. Spencer Anderson fresh off a line change onto the ice. Ian Winter throws a shot towards the net. It's deflected but eventually settled down by Carinta, and he'll hop on top of it for a stoppage with just under 6:30 to play here in the first period. 1:57 remaining on the power play for Thief River Falls.
You mentioned the defensive play by Beckham Johnson. I mean, Griff Hoganson was in alone, and that long stick from Johnson just got in and poked that thing away last second. So really good defensive play there.
Johnson slides it to Browse. Browse looking for a deflection. Great save by Carinta, seeing that through traffic. Catches it right in the chest. Good face-off play off the face-off for the Prowlers.
Carinta's had a couple from the point that have got on him quick. That one especially, I don't think he saw that until the very last second, but great job tracking and getting his body in front of that one.
More danger for Red River, but clearing this one will be Ulmer. Chasing it down for Red River is going to be Breno entering the attacking zone. Shot from the top of the far circle. Covering it up will be Cooper Roth, the goaltender for Thief River Falls. He'll hold on to it. So more pressure being applied by Red River. I've been impressed with their penalty kill so far, killing off this 5-minute major.
Yeah, they've really made zone entry tough for Thief River. They can't seem to get in clean. They can't seem to get set up. When they do get set up, they're knocking pucks loose, getting them out of their zone quick. And You're seeing Red River not afraid to send a guy on the PK high and maybe trying to get something. Breno most recently there, a great play by him to get up the ice and get a shot on net.
Browse to Winter as Thief River Falls enters the attacking zone. Quickly they lose possession, and dumping it all the way down will be Cam Irian. Ralph will settle this one down for Beckham Johnson. He passes it to Spencer Anderson at the Thief River blue line. To Browse, entering the zone on the near wall, throwing a shot. Corinta making the save. Rebound goes to the far side, settled down by the Prowlers. Shot from Johnson. Rebound moves right on top of the crease. Massive save by Rylan Corinta. We will capture that replay. That's an early candidate for a finest auto trim cover of the game.
I think Cam Urian saved the last rebound. I think he dove in front of it. We'll see when we see the replay, but what a defensive play if that's the case.
Best opportunity of the afternoon for Thief River Falls, but selfless play from Cam Irian. Rylan Corinta making the official save. We'll take a look at that replay when we have the opportunity. Right now it's Radicke trying to enter the attacking zone, but he does so offside, so we'll have a stoppage. Let's see if we can look at this replay brought to you by American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency. Thief River Falls throwing a shot on the net, a big rebound. Goes to the far wall, back to the point. Beckham Johnson fires off a hard wrist shot, and
Watch
it's loose, and Irian does make a diving save to keep it a 1-0 game. Red River still with the lead. They clear that after a defensive zone draw. Hoganson has it on the far wall. Only 10 seconds remaining on the RBB Electric power play for the Prowlers. Hoganson burning off more time. It comes back to the point for Holtberg. Holtberg's shot is blocked. It's collected by Hudson Hall. He's not able to get it out to center ice, and we are playing 5-on-5. Hoganson getting met by Hudson Hall as he tried a backhand wraparound on the near post. Comes back to center ice, re-entering the attacking zone is Rylan Edmond. Edmond making a nice move, and he will score! Highlight reel goal for Hudson Edmond. Rylan Edmond, rather. And that will make it 2-0 for Grand Forks Red River. Let's take a look at that replay brought to you by American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency. Showcasing his stick handling ability is the sophomore defenseman.
Showing some hands right here. Little how's she going there, and right to the net. 5-hole maybe. What a great play by Rylan Edmond. So I'm just going to take over and
making a nice move at the top of the near circle. A toe drag to create separation. Creating time for himself to fire off a snapshot. Beating the goaltender Cooper off low. Grand Forks Red River has stretched their lead to 2 with just over 4 minutes remaining in the first period. Looking for more are the Riders. Kalka being pressed up against the near half wall. Kalka pokes it loose, but it's going to be Ian Winter skating it out of the defensive zone for the Prowlers. 3-on-2 developing. Winter slowing things down. Making a move towards the net, but unable to fire it off for Thief River Falls was number 14. That's going to be Jed Kelly. And we're going to have a media timeout. So we're going to take a quick break here, word from our sponsors, and we will return with Red River Hockey on KNOX Live Sports.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Welcome back to our coverage of Grand Forks Red River Hockey on the Rivard's Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. That media timeout brought to you by our partners at Eagles Crest Bar and Grill. Head south for your next dining experience, connected to the clubhouse of Kings Walk Golf Course in South Grand Forks. Eagles Crest, the sponsor of our media timeouts tonight and all season long on the KNOX Live Sports Network. The Riders leading the Prowlers by a score of 2-0 with 3:45 remaining in the first period. It will be a defensive zone draw to the left of Rylan Corinta. And it is won by Thief River Falls. Back to their blue line, but poking it forward is going to be Caden Banky. Caden Banky looking for a slide pass. Great defensive play, laying his body on the ice as Ryan Floggen to deflect a pass on the 2-on-1. Grand Forks Red River coming in with a premium scoring opportunity, not able to get a shot on net. It's Irian now.
Oh boy.
Loose rebound right in front of the net. Puck still loose in the high slot. A shot coming from Rost. Rebound comes to the near side. Irian back down low. Kyler Beadall working with it. Has it taken away. Thief River Falls trying to clear this one is Radnicki. Instead, he'll move it over to the far side. Waiting for it is going to be Tucker Knott. Tucker Knott being pressed up against the wall by Beadall. Comes back to the point. Rost. Shot deflected, comes to the near corner. Below the goal line is Beadall. Back to Rost at the point. Ross' shot makes its way on net, but an easy save is made by the netminder Cooper Roth. So a great shift there for Grand Forks Red River, just really dominating possession in the offensive zone.
Yeah, we've talked about this line once already, but that third line just coming out, and it seems like every time they've been on the ice, they're controlling the puck, like you said, in the offensive zone. They're creating chances. Another couple shots there, a couple close calls, so another good shift by that third line.
Great shift by Caden Banky, Thor Seeger, and Kyler Beadall. Thief River Falls will clear after a defensive zone draw. Mason Breno re-enters the attacking zone, gives it to Griffin Hoganson, trying to give it back to Breno. And Thief River Falls not able to clear. Good job holding the zone there for Grand Forks Red River. Doing so was Blaze Newbert. Now Newbert has it below the goal line, takes a stick to the face mask, no penalty called. Breno back to the point for Sabota. Sabota throws it back down low. Beckham Johnson fans on his clearing attempt. Newbert throwing a shot towards the net, goes high. And we're going to have another penalty. This time it's going to go against Thief River Falls. Grand Forks getting an extra attacker out onto the ice. Thief River Falls will touch up. So Grand Forks Red River for the remainder of this period, unless they put the puck into the back of the net, will be on the RBB Electric power play as we await the call from the officials.
Got to be a hook, doesn't it?
Haven't seen an official call, but I would agree. Serving the penalty for Thief River Falls is going to be Jonathan Rogala. So our first look at the Red River RBB Electric power play so far this year, operating at a 20% success rate. Caden Ulmer will take the draw. Ulmer wins it. Holtberg will steer it back to the point for Rost. Rost back to Holtberg. Holtberg throws it towards the front of the net. There's a scramble. Spencer Anderson collects the rebound, and he clears out to center ice. Red River having to regroup. It's Holtberg skating through the neutral zone. He's going to ring it around. Waiting for it in the far corner is Ross. Then he's going to steer it all the way back to the near side. Too strong for Hoganson. The Riders once again will have to regroup. Ulmer at his own line, now moving north. He's going to drop it off for Ross. Nice pass to the near side for Hoganson. Hoganson gets a return pass. His shot gets deflected, misses wide. Threat not over. Ulmer below the goal line. He's going to drop it off for Gruenberg. Gruenberg, nice pass to Rost. His one-time shot hit traffic in front. Puck still loose, and it will clear the zone. Bouncing over the stick of Griffin Hoganson. Just 1 minute remaining on the power play. 3 seconds separating the power play time and the game clock. Here's an opportunity for Breno. Breno trying to steer it towards the front of the net. Ulmer got a shot off. It was deflected high up and over the net. And the Prowlers will collect the loose puck on the near half wall. They'll dump it all the way down. 35 seconds remaining in the period.
Close calls for Red River there. I mean, they're doing a really good job of kind of just simplifying, right? Getting pucks to the net and getting bodies there, which is kind of style that I love to see. And Roth's been up to the challenge for the most part today.
Shots on net 13-9 in favor of Red River. Only 13 seconds remaining, so maybe a chance for one more opportunity on the rush. It's Breno chasing it down to the far corner. Receiving some support from Blaze Newbert, comes back to the point. Irian has to shoot this one, only 2 seconds remaining. Red River does not get a shot off. Attempting one at the buzzer was Mason Breno. Even if that did go in, I thought maybe it would have been a hair too late. But that will do it for the first period here inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex. It's the home team, Grand Forks Red River, leading the visiting Thief River Falls Prowlers by a score of 2-0 on our All True Health System scoreboard. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we are going to read you through a scoring summary, show you some highlights that we have available for you, and bring you the first intermission report. This is Red River Hockey on KNOX Live Sports.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersSales.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. Pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. SprayAdvantage.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks. Gear up for ski season or hit the trails on a fat tire bike. At the Ski and Bike Shop, we offer top brands, ski and snowboard service, and everything you need for cold weather fun. The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks, where your next adventure begins.
We welcome you to our first intermission report after one period of play. It's Grand Forks Red River leading Thief River Falls by a score of 2-0 on our All True Health System scoreboard. This intermission report brought to you by our partners at Grand Forks Welding and Machine and High Plains Water. We're going to start off by bringing you through a scoring summary. 2 goals, both scored by the home team, the Rough Riders. Getting things started at the I don't believe the times are correct here, but the first goal was scored by Cale Gruenberg. We did not have that highlight captured for you. The assist coming from Caden Ulmer. That gave Grand Forks Red River a 1-0 lead, and then they scored later on, and it was a nice play from the defenseman scoring. Let's take a look here. That's the second goal of the season for the sophomore Rylan Edmond. That goal unassisted at even strength. We were able to capture replay for that one. As it comes out to the neutral zone, Edmond regroups for the Riders and does it all himself, re-entering the attacking zone, throwing on a nice toe drag at the top of the near circle, and then defeating the netminder Cooper Roth low. So that scoring summary brings us to 2-0. That's brought to you by our partners at Bergstrom Electric, the sponsor of our scoring summary tonight and all season long on KNOX Live Sports. 2 penalties to speak of. Grand Forks Red River having to kill off a major penalty assessed against Colin Rost. He did stay in the game, however. It was not a game misconduct. That coming at the 9:31 mark of the period number 1. Rough Riders able to clear that off, but there was a couple of good opportunities for both teams, rather. Thief River Falls having some grade A chances on the power play, but more noticeable was Red River getting some opportunities on the penalty kill.
Yeah, Red River did a good job defensively for most of that period, but like you said, the 5-minute major kind of derailed them. I think just by looking at the shots on the board, I think they must have had 7 on that 5-minute.
Yep.
I mean, nothing crazy, right? It was just, but some shots from the point. It seems like Thief always had bodies out front. Corinta was forced to make some pretty tough saves, scoop up some rebounds, and even Irian got in on that action, as we talked about, diving to make a save.
Let's pull that highlight up. That kept it a 1-0 hockey game. I believe this was on the power play
for
near
River
River Falls.
Falls.
Corinta making the save. The puck to the net from the far wall. It's Beckham Johnson firing
shot
off
from
a
Johnson.
hard shot.
Rebound moves right on top of the
opportunity. It is, who was that? That was Cam Irian making the
Irian.
diving save. That is an early candidate for our PS Garage Doors, or rather that Finest Auto Trim cover of the game for our best defensive effort of the afternoon. So it's been a team effort defensively, but Ryland Corinta making some timely saves as well.
Yeah, he did. I mean, they were, like we talked about, there were a couple that got through from the point that got on him quick. There was at least two where I don't think he saw him until the last second and was still able to make saves. He, like you say, he jumped on a few of those rebounds. So he had a good period, especially since most of those shots came in that 5-minute stretch. But Red River did a really good job. I liked a lot about their game. I mean, we talked about it before the game. Their forecheck is their strength. That is Red River's forecheck. When they play a simple game, get going north quick, forecheck, pressure. That's when they have success. Kind of playing below the dots a little bit, kind of set up down low, work it, kind of establish, and then they use their defensemen. They get it out to the point, stretch it out a little bit, and then simple hockey, right? Pucks to the net, bodies to the net. I thought they did a really good job. Roth made some big saves. They had a couple of really great defensive plays that broke up some odd man rushes. There was a dive on a pass across. There was Johnson got a stick on Griff Hoganson. So a couple good defensive plays, but Red River's been putting on some real pressure in that first period.
Great point there. Red River sticking to their identity, playing heavy below the circles, trying low to high action, trying to generate opportunities from the points. One goal scored on transition. Both goals scored in transition for Red River, however. That first goal, a nice touch pass from Cade Ulmer, finding Cale Gruenberg streaking into the offensive zone. And then that highlight that we showed you, the second goal for Red River, scored by Rylan Edmond to make it a 2-0 game. And that is where our score currently sits after one period of play on our All True Health System scoreboard. We're going to take another break. Hear a word from our sponsors. When we come back, we'll wrap up this first intermission report. This is Red River Hockey on KNOX Live Sports.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Nothing feels or performs better than a properly fitted golf club. Whether it's irons, driver, or putter, call us today for your free club fitting. For over 30 years, the Golf Center in Grand Forks has been your club fitting leader.
Valley Truck in East Grand Forks is proud to support our local high school athletes. With over 400 years of combined experience, they keep our community moving on and off the field. Trusted repairs, quality parts, and support for the next generation.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Blue Rich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
We very much take a lot of pride in our work. Customer service has always been our #1.
We have the best materials. You're going to have the best people in the area to do the job.
If you can dream it up, we can make it happen.
Or head to gworkslf.com to get started.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new. Big or small, Finest Auto Trim can cover it all. To get a quote, go to finestautotrim.com.
Welcome back. We're wrapping up our first intermission report. Grand Forks Red River leading Thief River Falls after one period of play, getting ready for the second here inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex. This intermission report brought to you by Grand Forks Welding and Machine, the men of steel since way back in the 19th century. And also High Plains Water, your home's clear choice for awesome water. Quality water will improve every aspect of your life. Better tasting water, clearer skin, and softer clothes. Upgrade your water system today at High Plains Water. Them in Grand Forks Welding and Machine, the supporters of our intermission breaks this afternoon and all season long on the KNOX Live Sports Network. A reminder that this coverage completely free to you. No subscription that's necessary, no paywall that exists. So please support those who support us. Whether it's an ad that you see during one of our breaks or a company that we mentioned during the broadcast, none of our coverage of Greater Grand Forks High School athletics would be possible without our amazing sponsor, Sam Jensen. I'm doing play-by-play here this afternoon. Alongside me is the color commentator, Ryan Kuntz, and behind the camera is Joey Spanger. Some Saturday afternoon hockey non-conference matchup between Red River and Thief River Falls. Ryan, at this point in the season, these non-conference matchups, maybe if Red River is able to stretch out their lead, maybe gives them an opportunity to do some fine-tuning on their work as they're getting ready for the final stretch of the regular season.
Yeah, it is a non-conference game, like you said, so it really doesn't mean much in terms of anything standings-wise, but it's an opportunity to get better. And like you said, if they get a chance maybe to play some guys that don't see the ice a lot or something like that, we'll see how that goes. But obviously, it's business as usual, whether it's a conference or non-conference game. So if it stays tight, you'll probably see the Riders trotting out their horses, although they run three lines. I mean, they run three lines pretty evenly. We saw a healthy dose of that Seeger, Benke, Beadall line, who had a really, really good first period. You mentioned him several times.
For sure. The depth has been really apparent for the Rough Riders tonight, as opposed to Thief River Falls, a team that we've really only seen cycle through two lines through the course of that first period. And like you mentioned, not getting on the stat sheet in the first was that third line with Seeger, Beadall, and Benke. But they were really playing to the identity of the Rough Riders, really hard on the forecheck, not making any breakout easy for Thief River Falls, and they were able to generate a couple of grade A opportunities for themselves.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, too, especially with your third line. I mean, what you kind of ask of your third line is, hey, just go out there and play even hockey. If you don't score, fine, but don't get scored on. But the other thing that line did, and these shifts stack up, right? So you go out and have a good shift as the third line. You go out 45 seconds, pressure. Now that next line comes out, you have some momentum, pucks in the offensive zone. So they start to stack up. So, yeah, even if you don't get on the stat sheet, I mean, you might have had a hand in a goal or two just by having a good shift before the next line comes out and pots one. Generating that momentum.
Hockey, like any sport, is a game of momentum, and the pendulum has been in the favor of Red River throughout most of that first period, the only exception being when the Riders had to kill off that 5-minute major. Colin Rost being assessed a checking from behind penalty, taking down Spencer Anderson in the far corner. The Riders able to kill off that penalty, so far operating this season at a 72.2 success rate, a man short. Maybe an area that they would like to see improve, but had a good rep early on in that first period.
Yep, they sure did. I'm kind of curious, as we start this second, any adjustments that Thief River makes here. I mean, like we talked about, the speed and pressure from Red River was a little bit overwhelming at times. So we'll see if they can kind of, like I said, make that adjustment. I should give a shout out too. One of the coaches down there, buddy of mine, former Red River Rough Rider teammate, and back in 01, grew up playing hockey with him, Mike Eichmann.
Okay, Mike Eichmann, one of the assistant coaches.
So he's, back home at his home rink.
Always love a reunion for Grand Forks. You take a look at both of these benches. A lot of Red River Valley blood that runs through both of these benches as we are underway here in period number 2. Thief River Falls looking to get off the mat, trailing 2-0 against Grand Forks Red River. It's Colin Rost entering the attacking zone. He'll circle around the net, trying a wraparound. It'll come to the near wall. Waiting for it is Newbert. He's going to throw it towards the net. Now Hoganson collects it on the near post, making his way towards the front of the net. Fires it into the pads of the netminder. That's Cooper Roth making the save for Thief River Falls, so we will have a whistle. Good early pressure being applied by Red River. Thief River Falls trying to make a line change. They are not allowed to do so.
I'll tell you what, Griff Hoganson hasn't made the score sheet yet today, but he has been an absolute menace, as he always is. I mean, he gets the puck down by the net, and you just can't get it away from him. Long stick, long arms. He's 10 feet away from you and holding the puck. He's a hard player to defend. He's got it again now here.
Here's Hoganson in the high slot. Fires a backhanded wrister. Glove save is made by Roth. To add on to your point about Griffin Hoganson, he'll force those turnovers with that long stick, but then he's quick to make a centering pass as well. Very high IQ player.
Always trying to get to the net, and like I said, that big body of his, he's tough to knock off the tracks.
Another offensive zone draw for Red River. This time it's collected by Thief River Falls. They try to break it out along the near wall. They're not able to do so. Keeping it in the zone is Brecken Holtberg. He fires a shot on net, and once again, Cooper Roth will hold on to it. So a slower moving period number 2 at the start, just over 6:10 remaining. As that faceoff didn't look like it was going to be allowed to play on. Instead, it's a shot from the point. It's going to be blocked. Shot originating from Caden Sabota. Good job by Ian Winter to get in between himself and the net. Red River still with offensive zone possession. It's Kalka circling the wagons. Kalka at the top of the near circle. His shot gets deflected, goes off the end wall. Puck still loose. It's settled down by Thief River Falls, and they flip it out into center ice. Regrouping is Holtberg. He passes it to the near side. Nobody there. It's tipped, so icing is waved off. Back to collect it is Weston Olson for Thief River Falls. His pass to the far wall leads to a turnover, poked away at the last second by Beckham Johnson. Here come the Prowlers coming back the other way. It's Winter. Winter trying to weave his way through the defense. He's taken down. Puck still below the goal line. Eventually goes over to the far corner. Beckham Johnson settling it down there. And eventually it's Caden Sabota with room to skate. Nice breakout pass to the near wall for Kalka. He has it taken away by Johnson. Johnson's going to dish it forward. Giving chase for Thief River Falls will be Art. Arlt with a shot in a grade A scoring opportunity for Thief River Falls. Nice save made by Rylan Corinta to keep it a 2-0 hockey game. The Riders clear out to the neutral zone. Thief River Falls trying to regroup. It's the Riders forcing a turnover at the red line. Re-entering the attacking zone is Caden Banky. Banky's centering feed goes all the way to the far wall where Ulmer scoops it up. He'll lose possession, but a clearing attempt will bounce over the stick of Brecken Holtberg. He's going to have to retreat. Instead, it will be Lucier grabbing it below his own goal line. Lucier to Holtberg. And the Riders have a turnover at their own blue line. No harm done. Eventually collecting it is Beadall. Beadall to Banky, entering the attacking zone on the far wall. Quick to take it away are the Prowlers. And here's Tucker Connaught trying to get it out of the zone. Not able to do so. Great work there by Caden Banky to keep it in the attacking end for the Riders. Lucier from the far point. His shot blocker save made by Cooper Roth. Rebound comes to the near half wall. Red River will throw it back below the goal line. Radnicki looking for an exit out of his defensive zone. Hard forecheck. This is Thor Seeger. That third line once again forcing pressure below the face-off dots. An opportunity at the near post for Banky. Now he's going to try to wrap it around on the far post. Puck still loose right on top of the crease. Finally, it trickles over to the far corner, collected by Radnicki. And it will be Thief River Falls with tired legs on the ice, dumping it all the way down. And Ryan, this third line proving us right. Your color commentary spot on. Another solid shift from Seeger, Banky, and Beadle.
Another great shift. I mean, it's nothing crazy, right? It's just get the puck low, chase it down. Two guys are pressuring. A great play by Kyler Beadle. Came up this near side wall, looked far side to Brody Lucier, threw across the ice. Lucier got a shot on net, and then from there they just kept rolling. So good heads-up play there by Beadle, but another great shift by that third line.
13:30 to go. A shot from the top of the slot. That one coming from Grand Forks Red River's Mason Breno. Hits traffic, goes over to the far wall, and the Prowlers are able to clear, forcing the Riders to regroup. Pass through the neutral zone, collected by Hoganson. He enters the attacking zone, throws on the brakes, back to the point. Irian shot misses high and wide. It's going to ring around all the way to center ice. Colin Ross now in a foot race with Spencer Anderson. Anderson hard on the forecheck, forcing a turnover. This could be an opportunity, but the pass errant, looking to get connected with Hudson Hall. Hudson Hall chases it to the far wall. Beating him there was Blaze Newbert. He gets it out to center ice for the Riders. The Prowlers will dump it right back down deep. Colin Rost, with plenty of room to skate, will skate it out of his defensive zone. He crosses the red line, enters the attacking end for the Rough Riders into the near corner. He's going to drop it off for Griffin Hoganson. Hoganson skating behind the net. Just skating like nobody's around him, but it will be a turnover at the Rough Rider blue line. And Caden Sabota having to evade the pressure being applied by Spencer Anderson. He's going to hand it off to Rost. Thief River Falls goes for a line change. Turnover in the high slot. Beckham Johnson trying to bat it out of midair. Red River will clear. It's Hoganson. Hoganson, top of the near circle, allowed to walk all the way in, but his shot goes right into the chest of Cooper Roth. I think Hoganson was surprised with how much time he was allowed to just walk in and fire off that shot. Ultimately, running out of real estate, fires off a wrister, goes right into the chest of Roth.
Yeah, he went center mass on that one, so no harm there. But yeah, I think you're right. He looked off Breno like he was going to make a pass, and by the time he turned back to the net, he realized he was about 5 feet from the top of the crease, and I'm not sure that's the shot selection he wanted there, but happened all the same.
Ulmer trying to win this one forward. Instead, it's Thief River Falls' number 14, Jed Kelly. Now skating into the attacking zone for the Prowlers, trying to make a move towards the net. Gets away from him, and hopping on top of it will be Rylan Carinta. We're going to have a stoppage and a media timeout, so we will take it with them. It's 2-0 Grand Forks Red River with 11:50 remaining here in the second period. Our coverage of high school hockey on KNOX Live Sports.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
When the lights go out, count on the pros. Bergstrom Electric in Grand Forks, the area's largest full-service electrical contractor. From commercial builds to homes, they're trusted for quality, safety, and award-winning work. Call today, 701-775-8897.
Ready to launch your future? At Northland Community and Technical College, opportunity starts here. Train for high-demand technical and skilled trades, or start with an affordable Associates of Arts degree and transfer with ease. Visit northlandcollege.edu.
We welcome you back to our coverage of Red River hockey on the KNOX Live Sports Network. We're getting caught up on our All True Health System scoreboard. 11:50 to play in the second period. It's Red River leading Thief River Falls by a score of 2-0, and we are caught up just in time. Red River wins this defensive zone draw. It's Holtberg working it to the far wall. Thief River Falls will hold the zone, cross ice, dump in. Now it's Holtberg collecting it in the near corner. Nice pass from the goal line to the blue line. Ulmer streaking through center ice with speed. He's going to hand this one off to Kolka, and Kolka will pick his corner and score. Great play in transition, and it's Chase Kolka sniping bar down. See if we're able to capture that replay. Replay brought to you by American Family Insurance Tyler Nagel Agency, and I do think we were able to capture it. It's Ulmer streaking through center ice. He's going to give it to Kolka, and Kolka's shot from the near face-off dot is a beauty, and that gives the Rough Riders a 3-0 lead on our All True Health System scoreboard with 11:30 to go here in the second period. Wow, that's a showcase level shot, Ryan.
The whole play was great. I mean, you talked about the transition side of it, right? It's Cale Grunberg on the far blue line from us, his own blue line. Just chips a puck to the middle, hits Ulmer streaking up the ice. Ulmer's speed's been a problem all night, and he slides it over to Kolka, who, I mean, from that replay, he had nothing to shoot at.
Right.
I mean, that is short side, under the bar. What a shot.
Red River looking for more. This time it's Kyler Beadall, that third line out on the ice now. Below the goal line is Caden Banky going to work. Banky being pressed up against the end wall. It's Hunter Boogie taking it away momentarily. A centering feed gets deflected all the way down. No icing. Rylan Carinta will leave this one for Brody Lucier as Lucier takes a spill into the far corner. Plenty of time to regroup. His pass to the far wall. Caden Banky not able to get it out for the Riders, chasing it to the near corner. Are both teams. Here's Thief River Falls, Jed Kelly. Back to Johnson. His shot waffle boarded over to the far wall by Carinta. And then touching that one off of the boards is Caden Banky. It will go all the way down, and it will be an icing against Red River. So it will be a defensive zone draw upcoming to the right of Rylan Carinta or to the left of Rylan Carinta, whichever way Corey Sink decides to go.
Little pressure there from Thief River. It's the first time we've kind of seen anything sustained in Red River zone, probably, in this period. And we're almost halfway through.
Thief River Falls starting to show signs of life, feeling an extra sense of urgency maybe. Now trailing by 3 after that Kolka goal. So it's 3 goals and 3 different goal scorers for Red River. It'll be Kolka from Ulmer and Gruenberg on that most recent goal for Red River. We'll bring you through another scoring summary in the second intermission break, show you the highlights of all the goals that have scored and other notable plays. Here's Colin Rost. He'll give it to Irian. Arian crosses the red line, not able to get that one deep. It goes right onto the stick of Knott. Knott passed to the far wall, into the skates of Hudson Hall. Red River retreating all the way to below their own goal line. It's Arian over to Rost. Rost moves this one up to Newbert. Newbert crosses the red line. He'll dump this one deep. Mason Breno first on the puck to the far wall. Hoganson providing support back to the point. Rost will cross ice, dump this one to the far side, scooped up immediately by Breno. Breno facing pressure. He's going to cycle it back behind the net of Thief River Falls. Griffin Hoganson providing pressure there. However, Thief River Falls, first one to the buck. They clear it all the way down. Icing is called off. It'll be Carenta leaving it for Holtberg. Holtberg moves it to Newbert. Newbert trying to move it quickly to Breno. Puck is deflected, still loose at the Thief River Falls blue line. It'll go over to the far half wall. Breno with an opportunity. His shot blocked. Good defensive play made by Johnson, the freshman defenseman for Thief River Falls. Not the first time we've seen a Thief River Falls defenseman put his body on the ice. And here's a shot from Thief River Falls' Spencer Anderson. It misses wide, and it goes right into the path of Ulmer, streaking towards the net, using his long stick there for the Prowlers is Beckham Johnson once again making another nice defensive play. Ian Winter collects it. He's going to give this one to Browse. Browse crosses the red line. He'll dump it deep below the goal line of Grand Forks Red River. The Riders chase Kolka, most recent goal scorer for Red River, trying to get it out of the zone. Higher quality hockey being played by Thief River Falls these last couple of shifts. Now it's Winter forcing a turnover at center ice. He dumps it deep, chasing it below the goal line is Jed Kelly throwing his body around. Comes back to the point. It's going to be Weston Olson trying to steer it towards the net. Hits traffic. Now Red River trying to clear it out along the near wall, and finally they do get it out to the neutral zone right in front of the Thief River bench. Now it's Ulmer entering the attacking zone for the Riders. Ulmer is going to leave it for Kolka. Kolka looking for that same spot. Misses wide this time. Getting the rebound is Gruenberg. Gruenberg will fire a shot from the high slot, and it will be gloved by Cooper Roth. He'll hold on to that one. So Thief River Falls applying some offensive zone pressure, and then it's Red River coming back the other way with an opportunity in transition.
Yeah, neutral zone turnovers will kill you, Thief River. I can hear the coaches down below me yelling D side of the puck. Thief River had 3 guys on the wrong side of the puck. They lose the battle. 3-on-2. Kolka gets it in the high slot, just misses. His second goal of the game, but yeah, details matter. They matter a bunch.
Now it's Red River on the forecheck after winning that offensive zone draw. Skating away with it, however, is Thief River Falls. That's Brody Arlt entering the attacking zone. He has it taken away by Edmond. Edmond puts on the brakes. He's going to steer it over to the far corner for Lucier. Lucier playing catch with Edmond. He has it in the near corner. Off the wall and trying to get this one out is Thor Seeger. He will. Goes to the far wall. Dumping it deep will be Banky. Roth playing it to the far half wall. Banky trying to deflect it to himself. Runs into traffic, holding the zone as Lucier comes to Edmond at the near point. Edmond will throw it below the goal line for the Riders. Here's Thor Seeger with it. Correction, that's Beadall. Beadall giving it to Lucier. He fires off a wrist shot, long-range shot. Roth makes the save, rebound, and possession controlled by Red River. Seeger in the high slot, misses wide. Here's Beadall at the near half wall. Back to Edmond. Edmond's long-range shot through traffic, gloved by Roth. A couple of more grade A opportunities for that third line for Grand Forks Red River. Roth makes a nice save through traffic as Edmond fired that one off from long distance.
Got Kyler Beadall looking like Tom Brady out there, just standing in the pocket, just dishing pucks all over the offensive zone. I think he had 3 good passes that led to shots, so another great shift.
Hoganson off the face-off. His opportunity goes wide, looking for a seam pass to get connected with Kolka on the near side. Goes over to the far corner for Breno. Thief River Falls trying to work it out. Eventually they are. Hudson Hall has it taken away from him by Blaze Newbert. Now it's Colin Rost in his own zone. Rost passed through center ice. Gets deflected, but he's able to scoop up the loose puck, making his way towards the net on the near side. Shot deflected up into the netting. We'll have a stoppage and another media timeout. It's Grand Forks Red River leading Thief River Falls by a score of 3-0. We'll be right back. This is our coverage of high school hockey on KNOX Live Sports.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
And we are back with just under 6 minutes remaining in the middle frame. It's Red River in the lead right now over Thief River Falls by a score of 3-0. That media timeout brought to you by our partners over at Eagles Crest Grill. Head south for your next dining experience, connected to the clubhouse over at Kingswalk Golf Course. Doesn't matter that it's sub-zero temperatures. Eagles Crest will stay open. The supporter of our media timeout all season long. Here's a chance for Hoganson in the slot. Another glove save made by Roth. He's made a couple of those in the last couple of shifts. Hoganson in a premium scoring area for the Riders. He rifles off a wrister into the glove of Roth, so now it will be an offensive zone draw to the left of the netminder.
That's Griff Hoganson's best look today. I'm not sure who passed that. It's on the boards where we can't. Oh,
Hoganson again, and he'll score! Right as you're saying that, Griffin Hoganson stretches the lead to 4 for Grand Forks Red River, forcing a turnover below the goal line. Let's take a look at that replay brought to you by American Family Insurance. Tyler Nagel Agency off the faceoff. Thought Thief River Falls had control. Unsure on who forced that turnover, but it's a great feed finding Hoganson, and he beats Roth high blocker side.
It's got to be Breno. Breno must have passed that to him. But like you said, offensive zone faceoff for Red River. They lose it. You think Thief might have a chance to get out, but great pressure from Red River. Turns the puck over, throws it out to Hoganson. Bar down from the slot. Great play.
It is Breno. We just hear that confirmation from the public address announcer in the penalty box below us. So it will be Hoganson from Breno, and like we mentioned, Breno making that play all by himself. Tenacious on the forecheck, stripping that one away from the Prowler defender, finding Hoganson all by himself in the front of the net, and he's not going to miss twice in a row. Right as you were talking about his previous scoring chance, he is able to capitalize on the second. Red River off to a commanding 4-0 lead. With it at the point is Alex McDonald. His shot hits traffic, comes to the near side. First time we've called Alex McDonald's name today. Senior defenseman listed as a forward on the line chart, but he's maneuvering the blue line right now. Puck down low for Gruenberg. Ulmer, great save made. What a save made by Cooper Roth, denying Caden Ulmer.
Yeah, Ulmer doesn't miss much from there. I think he had all the net to shoot at. I think he just waited too long to load up that shot and gave Roth a chance to recover there, and a huge save.
Score stays at 4-0. Great save by Roth. Sliding from the near post over to the far post to deny the junior from his 22nd goal of the season. He stays at 21 for the time being. Here's Boogie. Boogie off the far boards. It deflects on net. Carenta's going to hold on to it. That's a unique shot on net for Thief River Falls if that counts. So it'll be a defensive zone draw for the Rough Riders with 4:22 remaining in the second period. They lead by a score of 4-0. The shot margin has increased significantly, now 27-10 in favor of the Riders.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. I hadn't looked up there in a while. I mean, it feels like a 27-10 shot differential, but
sure does. Defensive zone draw won by the Riders. Cam Irian will steer it to the near corner. Kyler Beadall. Dangerous pass in his defensive zone. Beckham Johnson steps up, and we have a big hit delivered by Irian and a goal from Thief River Falls.
And they had a penalty on that hit coming too, but it's not going to matter. Thief River scores, so watch that out.
This goal will be scored by Thief River Falls' Grez Ruby. Let's take a look at that replay. We're going to see that hit in this replay delivered by Irion. We'll see the hit, and then we'll see the goal shortly thereafter. Irion delivering a major blow, but then taking that one to the front of the net for Thief River Falls is going to be Grez Ruby, getting Thief River Falls on the scoreboard. It is now 4-1. Still in favor of the Riders.
I'm not even sure how that went in. I was kind of looking at the call behind the play and missed it. Even on the replay, it's tough to see where they actually scored there. But
Riders make it a 3-goal game. The Prowlers, rather. Like you mentioned, the penalty not relevant anymore after Thief River Falls is able to score. Don't even think they had an extra attacker out on the ice. The Prowlers hungry for more. Here's Anderson, his shot save made by Corinta. Beckham Johnson fighting for it with Rost. It's Rost who skates away with possession, still being pestered by Johnson. Rost will steer it behind his net. Now it's Anderson on the forecheck, taking this one away from Irion. Rost finally with some time to skate in front of him. He'll make a nice breakout pass to Blaze Newbert, who then directs it to the near side. Breno has the puck bounce over his stick right as he enters the attacking zone. Thief River Falls clears out to center ice. The Riders will regroup. Dumping it deep will be Cam Irion. Back to collect it is Tucker Canott. Canott trying to break it out along the far wall. Thief River Falls unable to clear, still fighting for it right at the Thief River blue line. It's Irion taking it, and he's going to regroup back to center ice. The Riders will re-enter the attacking zone. This one will be rung around all the way to the far corner. Blaze Newbert applying the forecheck there, receiving some support from Griffin Hoganson. Pokes loose to Breno. Back to the point, Sabota fires off a long-range shot, goes off the helmet of Roth. Rebound still loose. Hoganson with a turnaround shot there. Another save made by Roth. Rebound finally cleared out to the neutral zone. Thief River Falls is flogging. Crosses the red line. He tries to dump that one deep. This is a breakaway chance for Ulmer. And Ulmer is not able to hammer it home. Great save made by Cooper Roth. Ulmer trying to go low glove side, but Roth staying positionally sound will cover this one up. So we're going to have a stoppage with 2:08 remaining in the second period. Some extracurriculars after the whistle. Some end-to-end hockey here.
I think Ulmer's a little frustrated. Another grade A chance on that breakaway misses, and he gave a shot to a Thief River defenseman after the whistle that seemed unnecessary, and he got one back, but he's going to wash out all that and drop the puck here.
No penalties will be called after the whistle exchanges between both of these teams. Ulmer staying out on the ice after that breakaway opportunity. Roth standing tall on that chance. It'll be taken to the right of the senior goaltender for Thief River Falls, and it's won by the Prowlers. It's Red River with an odd angle shot, a centering feed that went off of the paddle of Roth, and here's Ian Winter chasing this one down, looking for an odd angle shot himself. Good defense being applied by Lucier. Lucier with possession, he'll have a turnover. Another chance for the Prowlers, and they score! A goal for Jed Kelly. Thief River Falls makes it 4-2 now. Let's take a look at that replay. Forcing a turnover below the face-off dots, and Jed Kelly just takes it to the net, and he's able to beat the netminder Rylan Corinta. Lucier has a turnover on the near wall. Jed Kelly works the goal line all the way to the net and beats the goaltender Rylan Corinta on the near post. And Thief River Falls has scored 2 unanswered. It's 4-2 on our All True Health System scoreboard.
Yeah, those turnovers will kill you. Lucier made a really great play behind the net, and then once he got the puck back, just kind of maybe panicked a little bit, chucked it up the wall and didn't get through like he thought it would. And good job by Thief just attacking the net, and we got ourselves a game again.
We're going to have a loaded second intermission report. Ross firing that one off. It hits traffic, comes back to Irion. Another blocked shot. You can really feel the momentum building here on the Prowler bench. Mason Breno looking for a centering feed. Newbert whacking after it. Puck is still loose on the side of the net, but we get a whistle as Cooper Roth was flopping around. The puck was behind the net when the whistle was blown. There will be a stoppage with 1:23 remaining here in the second period.
I'm not sure if the net's off or what they blew that whistle for. I mean, I thought the puck was loose the whole time. I mean, Roth was down. He trying to get up. Their bodies on top of them in the crease. The puck seemed like it was sitting behind the net, but
visibly loose from up here in the press box. Nevertheless, the whistle was blown. It will be an offensive zone draw for the Riders. And it will be a chance for Breno as he's going to look for a centering feed, trying to get connected with Hoganson. Hoganson was able to deflect it onto the net. But standing tall once again is Cooper Roth. He's feeling himself here in the second period.
Yeah, he's starting to get a little bit of confidence. He's making some saves here. And another good draw. I mean, let's go back to these face-offs. Red River's really dominated face-offs, and they've got at least one goal off draws, offensive zone, and another great opportunity there. So they've been kind of killing it with these offensive zone face-offs here.
Gaining possession after the draw once again. Hoganson hit up into the end wall. A turnover, a shot from the point, looking for a deflection was Erie, and it does hit traffic. Thief River Falls collects the loose puck, looking for a stretch pass to Anderson. It's broken up by Rost. He'll throw it on net, and Roth will hold on to it for a whistle. The officials giving him an extra couple of seconds to allow him an opportunity to play the puck, but he holds on to it.
I think he wanted to drop that. Couldn't get it out of his glove, it looked like, and then by the time he got it loose, he had 3 Riders bearing down on him, so opts to hang on to that thing.
Grand Forks Red River was leading 4-0 at one point, but Thief River Falls scoring the last 2. We have a hockey game all of a sudden. Red River may be looking to extend that lead back to 3. Ulmer weaving through the offensive zone, has it poked off his stick. Having to retreat to his own blue line is Sabota. He passes it to the near side for Holtberg, who dumps it deep, but it goes out of play. So we'll have a stoppage with 41 seconds remaining in the period. This face-off should be in the neutral zone. It will be on the Thief River Falls blue line on the near side.
You talked about momentum, and you're still seeing Red River with some chances here, especially in the last couple minutes, but yeah, Thief River starting to feel some energy. I mean, you can feel it on the bench down here. You can see they're playing with a little bit more jump after that first goal, and now after that second goal as well.
Anderson trying to force a turnover in the offensive zone. Good breakout for the Riders. It's Ulmer passing it to Gruenberg. Gruenberg back to Ulmer. His backhand shot save made by Roth. Bouncing rebound. Kalka not able to whack it on net. Goes to the far side. Skating this one out is Hudson Hall. He'll cross the red line and dump it deep. It's Corinta leaving it for Holtberg behind his net. Just 10 seconds remaining in the period. Holtberg's going to cross center ice and ring it around all the way to the near end wall. Near half wall, rather. Chase Kalka there. Thief River Falls gets possession. They'll clear as time expires in the second period. Back and forth hockey here in that middle frame. We go into our second intermission report with the Rough Riders leading the Prowlers by a score of 4-2 on our All True Health System scoreboard. Please do stay with us. We're going to show you highlights from each of those goals that were scored in the second and bring you through a scoring summary. This is our coverage of Grand Forks Red River Hockey on KNOX Live Sports.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting someone who pays attention to the little things that make a big difference. And to keep your family cool this summer, it takes Bryant.
Connect with Thermal Air today, your Bryant certified dealer.
In Grand Forks, it's about more than just where you live. It's about the people you trust when life happens.
At Logan Karski State Farm, we're proud to protect what matters most. I'm Logan Karski with State Farm, and we'd be honored to be your good neighbor.
When the lights go out, count on the pros. Bergstrom Electric in Grand Forks, the area's largest full-service electrical contractor. From commercial builds to homes, they're trusted for quality, safety, and award-winning work. Call today, 701-775-8897.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Nothing feels or performs better than a properly fitted golf club. Whether it's irons, driver, or putter, call us today for your free club fitting. For over 30 years, the Golf Center in Grand Forks has been your club fitting leader.
Valley Truck in East Grand Forks is proud to support our local high school athletes. With over 400 years of combined experience, they keep our community moving on and off the field. Trusted repairs, quality parts, and support for the next generation.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
We very much take a lot of pride in our work. Customer service has always been our number one.
We have the best materials. You're going to have the best people in the area to do the job.
If you can dream it up, we can make it happen.
Or head to gworkslf.com to get started.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new. Big or small, Finest Auto Trim can cover it all. To get a quote, go to finestautotrim.com.
We welcome you to our second intermission report inside the Blue Line Ice Club complex inside of what was formerly Eagles Arena in Grand Forks. Grand Forks Red River leading Thief River Falls by a score of 4-2 on our All-True Health System scoreboard. This intermission report is brought to you by Grand Forks Welding and Machine, the Men of Steel, and also High Plains Water, your home's clear choice for awesome water. Ryan, we're going to wait to show these highlights until we have a printed copy of the box score from that second period. So while we wait for that, what are your general thoughts? And back and forth hockey momentum really shifting both ways in that second period.
Red River started off, kind of where they left off in the first, right? The first, half, maybe more of that period, just, kind of kept dominating. At one point we looked up, shots were 27-10. Score ended up being 4-0. Felt like Red River had all the momentum and everything in control, but a couple of turnovers and a couple of goals, and all of a sudden, Thief is back within striking distance.
100%. We have a hockey game, and I have to admit, in the back of my head, when that lead was stretched to 4, I was thinking maybe we're in running clock territory as we're coming down the final stretch of that second period as we have our scoring summary handed to us. But Thief River Falls scoring the last two. All of a sudden, we have a hockey game. The next goal will be very crucial in the third period. Now that we have the scoring summary handed to us, we'll show you highlights from each of these goals. Starting off with that first goal that was scored by Red River in the second period, that was Chase Kulka. Nice pass from the goal line to the blue line. Nice through center ice in transition. Going to hand this one off to Kulka, and Kulka will pick his corner and score. Side bar down. Great play in transition, and it's Chase Kulka. And we'll show you this next goal that made it 4-0 for Red River is scored by Griffin Hoganson. The assist coming from Mason Breno. And during this, that was the second chance for Hoganson on that shift. He was able to convert on his second opportunity. Once again, that's Hoganson. We'll steer it to the near corner. Kyler Beadall. Dangerous pass in his defensive zone. Beckham Johnson steps up, and we have a big hit delivered by Irian and a goal from Thief River Falls. Ian Winter chasing this one down, looking for an odd angle shot himself. Good defense being applied by Lucier. Lucier with possession. He'll have a turnover. Another chance for the Prowlers, and they score! A goal for Jed Kelly. Thief River Falls to bring the score to where it currently stands, 4-2 in favor of Grand Forks Red River. That scoring summary brought to you by our partners at Bergstrom Electric. The light does shine brighter. Trust the employee-owned electrical company in Grand Forks, serving many other locations as well. For your next home project or commercial build, Bergstrom Electric, the sponsor of our scoring summary. And Thief River Falls, the shots on net is another stat that we'll read for you. It's 34-13, and you mentioned it in that second period. It really feels like that, but in that final stages, like we just mentioned, Thief River Falls crawling back, and you got to give them credit for getting up off the mat and scoring 2 unanswered to make this a game.
Yeah, they started to really play with a lot more jump after that first goal, and that continued kind of throughout the second half of the second period. I mean, again, Red River had plenty of chances, and I think that's maybe a little bit of the story too, is, unable to convert on some of those chances. We had Ulmer with 2 good looks, including a breakaway. Griff Hoganson, like you talked about, he had a chance right before that goal, ended up kind of getting it back, so maybe that's a wash. But Red River's had some looks, but Roth has really stood in there, and it seems like he's starting to get some confidence. And he's playing well, so it might be tough for Red River to get this 5th goal if that's what they're thinking. He seems like he's dialed in right now.
I was thinking the same thing. Cooper Roth with 30 saves on the night for the 34 shots that have been fired against him. And really, some of those big saves were huge momentum swings for Thief River Falls. You had Caden Ulmer coming in on a breakaway. I believe it was a 4-1 hockey game at that point. Yep. Maybe it was 4-2. Then just a couple of shifts later, Thief River Falls' Jed Kelly is able to put it into the back of the net. A lot of chances coming from the points. So seeing some shots through traffic is Roth really playing well, and he's been a huge difference. Is a lot of my attention is being focused on this Zamboni. It feels like they're barely putting any water down, but he's going to have to make an extra couple of laps. As you see, there's some narrow strips that will have to be taken care of. But we're making our way through this second intermission report. It's Grand Forks Red River leading Thief River Falls by a score of 4-2. This intermission report brought to you by High Plains Water and Grand Forks Welding and Machine. We're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll have period number 3. Grand Forks Red River Hockey on KNOX Live Sports.
It's game day, and whether you're feeding the family or the entire team, Hugo's is the place to go. Score big with favorites from the meat department, delicious fresh veggies, and don't forget about the bakery to celebrate the big win. Hugo's Family Marketplace, your game day headquarters.
Thief River Glass handles it all. Aluminum storefronts, auto glass, windows, shower enclosures, and more. Just like our athletes, we're built for every season. No job is too big or too small. Call 218-681-1333 for year-round dependable service.
When you're looking for a change of pace, a change of routine, or a change of scenery, we'll help you find what's next. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Ready to launch your future? At Northland Community and Technical College, opportunity starts here. Train for high-demand technical and skilled trades, or start with an affordable Associates of Arts degree and transfer with ease. Visit northlandcollege.edu.
The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
For expert sales and service, visit Acme Equipment or online at acmekubota.com.
The body shop you work with is your choice, so pick the local team with the service you trust. Modern Auto Body in Grand Forks can make it look like the accident never happened. Schedule an appointment for an estimate on our website or give us a call.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
If you've got an electrical emergency, call RBB Electric. We are your 24/7 electrician. Your call will always be answered by an RBB employee ready to help 24/7. RBB Electric is on time every time. Your time is valuable, and we don't waste it. RBB Electric always calls ahead to schedule service. We are online always. If you suffer from slow download speeds, call our certified network designers and installers. On call, on time, and online. RBB Electric won't leave you in the dark. RBB Electric, your 24/7 electricians.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school hockey on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. We're getting ready for the start of period number 3 here inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex, formerly known as Eagles Arena. The Riders leading the Prowlers by a score of 4-2, getting ready for the start of the third. It's been a pretty clean game so far, but I was looking at the box score that I handed over to our colleagues at the Thief River Falls radio station. Cam Irian was assessed a penalty on the stat sheet, didn't serve any time in the penalty box. It was a 2-minute elbowing minor officially on the score sheet. And we'll show you that goal one more time. It was really kind of 2 highlights in one. That was goal number 5. We'll steer it to the near corner. Kyler Beadall. Dangerous pass in his defensive zone. Beckham Johnson steps up, and we have a big hit delivered by Irian and a goal from Thief River Falls. However, he does go into the box score as receiving a 2-minute elbowing minor. But with Thief River Falls scoring before Red River was able to touch up, not serving time on that penalty was Cam Irian. We're wrapping up this second intermission report. It's been brought to you by Grand Forks Welding and Machine, the Men of Steel, and also High Plains Water, your home's clear choice for awesome water. My name is Sam Jensen. I'm providing play-by-play services for you this afternoon. Alongside me, my color commentator, Ryan Kuntz. And behind the camera, we have Joey Spenger. Busy day for hockey today. This is the only broadcast that we'll be covering on the KNOX Live Sports Network. Later on this afternoon, here inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex, it will be the Night Riders taking on Williston in North Dakota Girls High School Hockey. And then over at the Purpur Arena, maybe just 50 minutes away from puck drop there, it will be Grand Forks Central taking on Devil's Lake. So it's best time of the year when the temperatures are frigid here in Grand Forks. We still have our beloved sport of hockey to hold on to, and always some high-quality action. And this game certainly proves to that point as well. Thief River Falls fighting back, playing in Section 8A hockey are the Prowlers. They only lost to the only game that they've played against East Grand Forks this year. They lost by a score of 6-0. Last year, however, Thief River Falls got swept in the season series against the Green Wave, but losing each of those games by only 1 goal. So certainly they have talent. But let's talk a little bit more, Ryan, about Spencer Anderson and the defensive strategy that Red River has put forward to really keep him quiet throughout this afternoon.
Yeah, they've done a good job on him. He has been pretty quiet. Now, he had one look right here, I think, late in the second. He had a look, and he just missed the net. But as we were kind of talking off there earlier, you can tell when he gets the puck, like Red River's ears, they perk up. And there's usually 2 guys on him, right away. They've been really intentional with making sure that they get a body on him every time he gets the puck. They're taking every opportunity to finish a check on him, obviously wear him out, slow him down. So they've done a good job thus far, but 17 minutes left. You just got to think that he's going to probably factor himself into this game somehow in this third period.
What's the message in the locker room for Grand Forks? Red River had a 4-goal lead, saw that evaporate down to 2. What's the head coach for Grand Forks Red River, Tim Scarper, telling his boys?
Yeah, I think they just got a little bit loose defensively. I mean, both of those goals, although the first one was kind of tough to see how that went in. Might have been a little bit fluky, but still, it's a puck behind your goal line that's turned over. The second one was a turnover. You can turn pucks over, but you can't do it in your defensive zone. And the other thing, too, is I think on both of those, it just seemed like a lot of riders standing around watching. And that was probably the most frustrating part. Yeah, the turnover is one thing, but everyone's got to get back and defend, and they didn't do a great job of that. So they need to tighten up defensively for sure.
Riders looking to clean things up in their own end here in the third period with a 2-goal lead. It's Cam Irian looking for an outless pass. It will get deflected. Griffin Hoganson touches it at the Thief River Falls line, but it will go back to Ryan Floggen. Floggen pass to the near side. It's broken up at the Thief River Falls blue line. Floggen trying for another outlet pass. Comes out to center ice. Throwing this one back deep is Red River. Floggen once again. He's going to hand this one off to Tucker Knott. Tucker Knott facing pressure from Mason Breno. Red River looking to gain possession. They do. It's Hoganson on the backhand, trying to move it towards the net. Gets deflected, comes back to the point. Rost has it, his long distance shot. Not entirely sure if that made its way on frame or not. I believe it was deflected. Loose puck comes to the near wall. Thief River Falls is able to clear. Giving chase will be Spencer Anderson. He's in a foot race with Hoganson. It's won by Anderson. Anderson will try cycle this one back down low for Winter. Winter is able to gain possession. That's Browse, rather. Back to the point. Here's Weston Olsen. His shot gets deflected, goes over to the far half wall. Chase Kolka collects it, has it taken away by Hudson Browse. Hudson Browse to Winter. Winter looking to pass it to himself off of the near wall. Goes on to the stick of Kolka. And Red River will move it through the neutral zone. They get it into the attacking end and still trying to settle it down for possession. Finally, it's Ulmer. Ulmer moving it to Kolka. Puck still loose at the near post. Not knowing where it was Roth. Thief River Falls able to collect the loose puck and clear it out to center ice.
Boy, close call for Thief River down here about 30 seconds ago. It was a shot on Corinta, and he went down to make a save, and it got tipped. And I mean, it missed the net, but if that thing hits the net, Corinta had no idea where that puck was at.
Next goal, very crucial here at this stage of the game. The Riders still holding on to that 2-goal lead. Here's Ulmer up front, and he's going to score 5-hole. Ulmer gets his 22nd goal of the season, and that will give Red River that crucial next goal of the game to give them a 3-goal lead, 5-2 on our All True Health System scoreboard. This replay brought to you by American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency. And that's another turnover in the defensive zone.
Huge turnover. Watch right here, the pickpocket by Ulmer. You know, hockey's a funny sport this way, right? Yes, Caden Ulmer, who had that net front chance with all the net in the world to shoot at and miss. He had the breakaway. Great play there, but he whiffed on that shot. That puck was – he was trying to go high with it. It comes off his stick and ends up staying on the ice and goes 5-hole. But, hey, they don't ask how. They only ask how many, and he probably deserved that break. So
he might tell you he was looking to throw a change up there.
I watched his eyes when he was coming off. He was shaking his head and kind of giggling. So I think he knows. But, again, monkey off his back maybe.
Finally rewarded, exactly
Finally rewarded.
right.
He's had a great game.
He's on the score sheet with at least one assist. I believe he has 2, so it is now a 3-point game for Caden Ulmer. His first goal of the contest. He now has 22 for the Rough Riders. That leads Red River on the season. Hungry for more. Entering the attacking zone is Beadall, leaving it for Banky. Banky losing possession as he was streaking towards the crease on the near post. Another opportunity for Red River on the rush. Now it's Beadall giving it back to the point.
I'm not sure if Benke shot that or if he tried to go back to Beadall with it. Probably should have just fired that thing. He had a great look from there. Great pass by Beadall, too.
Lucier's shot, save made. Seeger collects the rebound on the near half wall. He'll cycle it back down low for Beadall. Beadall gets taken down, and that will be a call. Everybody's arm up who was in favor of Red River, and then also up here in the press box, Ryan Kuntz letting the officials know that indeed was going to be a hooking. It's a holding call against Thief River Falls. So this will be our second look at the Grand Forks Red River RBB Electric power play. They have yet to convert all 5 of their goals this afternoon, coming at even strength.
Well, no one's a better press box ref than me, I'll tell you that right now.
Right. Best view in the building.
Well, holding's always an easy one, right? That's always the easiest call to make in hockey is holding.
Especially when you get upended like that. That was a clear and obvious. And a turnover here as Anderson will collect that loose pass and dump it all the way down. Corinta will collect it behind his net. He'll leave it for Holtberg. The senior defenseman skates all the way out to center ice. He's going to enter the attacking zone, dropping it off to Ross. Ross, quick pass to Gruenberg. Hoganson. Hoganson has it at the top of the near circle. He's going to come downhill with it and fire a shot into the chest of Roth. Roth will hold on to it. That'll be a stoppage with 13:05 remaining in the third, 1:23 remaining on the Hunter Boogie 2-minute holding minor.
Yeah, and you mentioned it right there, Hoganson downhill. That's kind of what they run this power play. A lot of it is off of getting Griff coming downhill. They load him up here on the left side and let him kind of come down and whether shoot or pass, but we'll see if they can get him involved. They didn't do it much in the first power play, but we'll see about the second
Here it is
one.
right here. Hoganson coming downhill once again. He elects to pass. One-timer for Gruenberg. His shot is deflected. Right as you're describing what the power play strategy is, we see it put into action. And Hoganson slides a pass over to Cale Gruenberg for a one-timer in the high slot, but that shot gets blocked.
And I love that look, too. I mean, as Red River's power play, as I've seen throughout the year, is sort of developed. You know, it's a little bit two-dimensional. So now you have Griff coming down, but Gruenberg does a really good job in that bumper position of kind of finding some open ice, whether it's up or back. In that case, Hoganson elects to go to him in the middle, and like you said, a shot deflected, but a really nice run play by Red River there.
Sabota enters the attacking zone, 45 seconds remaining on the power play. Blocker save made or pad save made by Roth. The rebound collected by Thief River Falls, and they throw it into the stands. So we'll have a stoppage with 42 seconds remaining on the man advantage for Grand Forks Red River.
So they put their second power play unit out for about, 20 seconds, give the big dogs a quick breather, and they're right back out to finish this one off.
Hoganson with a nice clean face-off victory comes back to Holtberg. Here's Hoganson coming downhill, looking for that same play. Gruenberg in that bumper position, like you mentioned, Ryan, waiting for it. Now it's Gruenberg collecting it at the goal line, making his way towards the net. Is able to fire off a backhand shot. Clearing attempt unsuccessful. Ulmer now with it at the goal line. He's going to give it back to Hoganson. Hoganson will cycle it back down low. Ulmer gets taken down. He's going to give it to Gruenberg behind the net. Gruenberg finding Ross streaking towards the net. His wrist shot misses wide and will ring all the way around back to the Red River blue line.
Love that jump by Colin Ross there. Really heads-up play and just missed the net, but it's really headsy for him to jump into that open ice like that. Great job.
Holtberg back to Rost. We play 5-on-5.
Oh,
Hoganson
wow.
with an opportunity, and that shot, I believe, was blocked by Floggen. A grade A opportunity for Hoganson, looking for his second of the night. Floggen making a nice selfless play. It keeps it a 3-goal hockey game with just under 11:20 remaining in regulation.
Yeah, some great looks on that power play right there, using that kind of middle seam down the ice, which you don't see a ton, but it was there, and just another missed opportunity. A lot of block shots and tip pucks from Thief River. I mean, we've seen Spencer Beckham Johnson about 4 or 5 times break up some grade A scoring chance with his stick, but a lot of good stick deflections and block shots for Thief River this game.
I've been impressed with Beckham Johnson, only a freshman, the Thief River
That
Falls
kid's a
defenseman,
freshman?
and he is maybe the tallest player on the ice. So high ceiling for Beckham Johnson.
Yeah,
he's made some pretty noticeable defensive plays.
Yeah, I mean, he's had 4 or 5. I mean, he had the one on Hoganson in the first. He knocked the puck away from Ulmer at one point. He deflected a point-blank chance for Ross in the second. I mean, he's had a great game defensively.
Here is Alex McDonald crossing center ice. It'll go to Caden Banky. Banky with it in the high slot, fires a shot, glove save made by Cooper Roth. Good choice by Banky, realizing that his really didn't have much support on the rush, so he fired off a shot in a premium scoring area in the high slot. Glove save is made, so it'll be an offensive zone draw for the Riders to the left.
And you said it, I love that play. And Benke recognizing it's a 1-on-3 situation. Just, he's in a prime shooting spot. Why not let her buck? Kind of change the angle, pulled it inside a little bit, and let one rip. But a great save by Roth on that. It was a good shot by Benke. He wired that thing.
Roth up to 37 saves on the night, 42 shots on net for Grand Forks Red River, 5 of those finding their way into the back of the net. Here's Thor Seeger circling the net to the near side, comes back to the point for Lucier. Lucier slides it over to McDonald. His shot's deflected and it goes up into the netting, so we'll have yet another stoppage, this time with 10:24 remaining in regulation. It'll be Gruenberg out there with Banky and Beadall, just wanting this line to be rewarded here, Ryan. They've had a great night.
They have. They need to get one because, like you said, they've factored in a lot of plays today and just haven't been able to put one away, but certainly have been close.
Thief River Falls delayed offsides, gives Lucier a chance to try break it out along the far wall, but his pass hops over the stick of its intended target, looking to get connected with Kyler Beadall. Will go 200 feet down the entire length of the ice. It will be a defensive zone draw for Grand Forks Red River. It will be taken to the rights of Rylan Corinta.
Lucier a little frustrated after that one, kind of coming off the ice, didn't like that he missed that pass, and now a defensive draw that Red River will have to deal with.
It's won by Thief River Falls. Anderson with the shot off the draw. Save made by Corinta, and we have a whistle. And I'm curious what the whistle is. It is
off.
Net off. Great save made by Corinta after
save.
that play on the draw.
Yeah.
Spencer Anderson.
Yeah, it was just a kind of a broken face-off play. Puck jumped right to a Thief River guy in kind of that slot area, and he threw a quick, hard shot on the ice, but Corinta able to quick react and get his pad on that and keep it a 3-goal game.
Sabota has it below his own goal line. Gives it to Holtberg, who finds Hoganson weaving through the defensive zone. He crosses center ice. He's being pestered the entire way by Hudson Hall, forcing Red River to delay just enough to enter the attacking zone offsides. Pace of play slowing down here in the last couple of shifts. We've had a lot of whistles. 9:45 remaining in the third period here inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex.
Now this has been kind of a slower game, hasn't it?
Lots of whistles.
A little more methodical, kind of choppy, yeah.
Hoganson on the rush, pass to the far side, shot coming from Breno. It's going to miss wide and ring around all the way back to the Grand Forks blue line. Holtberg from his own zone passes it up to the neutral zone to get connected with Newbert. Newbert gets hit as he moves that one forward to Hoganson. Hoganson's able to hand it off to Breno. Breno weaving through the defense, finally pokes loose. He's able to force a turnover below the goal line, still whacking at it at the near post. Finally, it's Roth covering it up. Good hustle play there by Breno on that shift.
I'll tell you what, Breno's had a game. I mean, showing off some hands there, maybe went too much with the moves, but he's just been, I mean, his forecheck today, he's a perfect complement to this line, right? You got Griff Hoganson on this line, so you get Breno in there to just, cause pressure, force turnovers, do kind of the dirty work, and then, Griff can kind of come in and do his thing.
Here's a chance for Ian Winter as he forces a turnover at the Thief River Falls blue line. His shot gets deflected, does not make its way on net. Good active stick by Colin Rost. Now it comes all the way back into the attacking zone for Grand Forks. Gruenberg, odd angle shot, save made by Roth. Rebound still loose. Gruenberg trying to force that one back towards the front of the net. Still with possession are the Riders. Here's Ulmer. Ulmer circling the wagons. Makes a nice move to himself. Still has possession below the goal line. He'll go low to high, but unable to corral that pass was Colin Ross. He'll have to retreat back to his own line.
Yeah, Caden Ulmer, his speed is just absolutely problematic. When he gets wheeling, I mean, you're best kind of just staying in the middle and waiting for him to come to you because you can't catch him.
His speed has been on display. Grand Forks Red River starting to feel more comfortable. Just 8:30 remaining here in regulation. We have a media timeout, so we will take it with them. We'll be right back. It's the Rough Riders 5, Prowlers 2 on KNOX Live Sports.
Hey, this is Pastor Paul. I'd like to welcome you to Hope Church, especially if you're a person that doesn't have a place where you hang out spiritually. We would love for you to come and experience hope and find God. Hope Church, 9, 10:30, and 6 p.m. on Sundays. For more information, you can check out gfhope.org.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
H&S Electrical Services is proud to support local high school sports. From homes to industry, we deliver safe, reliable electrical solutions. Locally owned and operated, our skilled team ensures quality and service you can trust. H&S, trusted in your homes and businesses.
Welcome back to our coverage of high school hockey on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. Sam Jensen alongside Ryan Kuntz bringing you coverage of Grand Forks Red River. They have a 3-goal lead with just under 8:30 remaining here in regulation. Just heard a spirited speech from the Thief River Falls coach. May have been Kyle Anderson, their head coach. Also could have been Michael Eichman, unsure, Grand Forks Red River alum.
This was not Mike. I'll sum it up. Thief wants a little more physicality.
That's a great summary. Can't say the speech verbatim. Red River trying to hold the zone, not able to do so. They're going to have to regroup. Rylan Edmond will throw this one deep into the attacking end. Edmond trying to hold the zone once again. This time it bounces over him. Winter whacking after it. It's collected at the red line by Red River's Parker Rost. First time we've said his name.
Got a trip on Thief River. Yeah.
And it was Winter whacking at that loose puck. He took out the legs of the Red River player, unsure on who that was. He'll be whistled 2 minutes for a tripping minor.
Winter got the penalty, right? Is that what we decided?
Yep. Ian Winter will serve the penalty for Thief River Falls.
And he must have tripped Parker Ross out there for a shift and 16, so.
Our third look at the Grand Forks Red River RBB electric power play. Have yet to score on the man advantage this afternoon. Spencer Anderson forcing a turnover on the far wall. Thief River Falls not able to clear. Gruenberg gets a return pass in the slot and he scores. Thief River Falls unable to get the puck out of their zone. And nice puck movement as Gruenberg is able to hammer that one home. Let's take a look at the replay. Brought to you by American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency. There you see Thief River Falls with the chance to clear, unable to do so. Good job holding the zone. Gruenberg gets a return pass, and he is able to beat the netminder high blocker side. Grand Forks Red River stretches their lead to 4. It's 6-2 on our All True Health System scoreboard.
We're watching an exchange here between the Thief River Falls bench and the officials. Also spirited. But back to that goal. Great play by Gruenberg. He's been just deadly from that high slot area, and you saw him work himself there, dish to Ulmer. Ulmer touches it right back. Really nice executed play by Red River there.
The lead stretched to 4 for Red River with just over 7 minutes to go in regulation. This thing has been blown wide open. Red River led by as much as 4 earlier on in this game. Thief River Falls then proceeded to score 2 answered to bring the score to 4-2 heading into this third period of play, but Rough Riders doing a good job of responding, having the only 2 goals here in the final frame to bring the score to where it currently stands, 6-2 on our All True Health System scoreboard. Sabota below his own goal line. Working the near wall, unable to clear. Thief River Falls able to maintain offensive zone control, but they're going to go for a line change. This gives Red River a chance to cleanly break it out of their own end. Skating with it is Max McDonald. Crosses the red line, dumps it in. It's collected by Thief River Falls. With the puck is Tucker Connaught. Connaught working that far wall. He's able to clear it out to center ice. Still whacking after it is Connaught. It'll come back to Radnicki. Radnicki will move this one over to Johnson. Thief River Falls will get this one to clear out to center ice. Red River will regroup. Here's Lucier. Lucier pass deflected by Hoganson all the way on net. Roth thought about maybe playing that one. He'll elect to hold on to it. So a stoppage with 5:54 remaining here in the third period. And an offensive zone draw upcoming for the Riders.
Some extracurriculars there between Blaze Newbert and who is that? Tucker Knott?
Things are getting chippy here.
You know, it's been kind of a quiet game on that front, though, you know?
It really has been. Haven't seen a whole lot of pushing and shoving after the whistles.
Yeah, hasn't been much. And usually when you get North Dakota and Minnesota teams, there's just always bad blood.
Yeah, you get a Grand Forks team playing any Section 8 team in Minnesota high school hockey, and there's always an extra element of trying to prove superiority. North Dakota, Minnesota complex at play there. It's Red River controlling possession after the offensive zone draw victory. Seam pass, Hoganson in front. Clear unsuccessful,
Nice
a shot
save
from Irian and a nice glove save made by Roth. He'll hold on to it. Red River with all the momentum right now. The ice is really starting to feel tilted here these last couple of shifts, frankly, since they were able to stretch the lead to 4.
Yeah. I think at 3-2. I mean, they score early in this third period, and that really deflated Thief River, and then it's been kind of just, you know, all Red River from that point. But, again, once you, like you said, once it got to 4, all of a sudden it just,
That's right.
Airs out of the tires.
Red River still looking to stretch that lead. It's that top line out on the ice. Newbert, Hoganson, and Breno. Trying to get connected with Newbert in the slot there. Puck pokes loose. It's collected by Hall. He'll cross the red line and dump it deep into the attacking end. Now we have just people hunting for bodies out here.
Yep.
Red River is able to make a nice pass but not clear the zone. Spencer Anderson will keep it in the attacking end for the Prowlers momentarily. Plenty of room to skate for Cam Irian, and he is utilizing his feet, entering the attacking zone. Driving wide, his centering feed broken up. It's below the net now. Here's Mason Breno. Nice pass getting connected with Irian, and here's Spencer Anderson. Spencer Anderson on a partial breakaway goes to the backhand, and he scores. Thief River Falls is able to respond to make it 6-3 on our All True Health System scoreboard. Let's take a look at that replay. And you saw it right away, Ryan. When Anderson was streaking out of the defensive zone, he got that pass and utilized his speed, makes a nice play on the netminder Carinta backhand, beating him low glove side. Thief River Falls makes it a 3-goal game.
Yeah, that was, we saw a great rush by Cam Irian. Basically took it about top of his own circles and, all the way down the ice and was in the corner. And you want your defenseman to be able to do that, but no forward step back and covered for him. And that was the issue. And Spencer Anderson noticed and broke free. Great pass and a great finish by him.
So Anderson with the goal. That's his 33rd of the season. His first point of the night. Thief River Falls coming into tonight, this afternoon, I should say, on a 2-game losing streak, being held scoreless in those last 2 games. So if they're going to find any moral victory out of this game, it's being able to put the puck into the back of the net for the first time in 3 games. They've scored 3 this afternoon. And Anderson now with 33 goals on the season and 10 assists, 43 points for the junior forward for Thief River Falls. He has a college commitment to the University of Miami of Ohio in the National Collegiate Hockey Conference. Ooh, we have some Beadall getting taken to the ice as he tried to catch that pass with his glove, attempting to settle it down. He's holding his shoulder, obviously hoping that he's able to make a recovery from that one, hoping it's just a bruise. Is Kyler Beadall, the junior forward for Grand Forks Red River.
Yeah, that didn't look great the way he skated off the ice there, and then to add insult to injury. He got hit with a puck in the as he was laying on the ice. So,
and the faceoff comes back to the Red River end. Must have been a hand pass situation. Unsure.
It was a hand pass. Yep.
Red River wins the defensive zone draw. They're quick to break it out. Here's Thor Seeger. Thor Seeger at center ice. Not able to get it deep into the attacking zone. Hudson Browse not able to get into the attacking zone, but he'll regain possession in his own end. He'll pass this one over to Tucker Connaught. Tucker Connaught with a turnover. Here's an opportunity for Grand Forks Red River. This is Parker Rost. Parker Rost at the near half wall. It's going to poke free. Sear almost able to collect that one. Thief River Falls able to poke it out of their defensive zone. Red River will have to regroup. Plenty of time for Connaught. He's going to move this one forward to Ruby. Grez Ruby driving wide. He gets pressed up against that far wall. Good job using his body there was Colin Rost to separate Ruby from the puck. Grand Forks Red River clears to center ice. Thief River Falls will have to regroup as they dump it deep back into the attacking end. Rost in the far corner. Finds Hoganson. Hoganson, nice one-touch pass to Breno. Breno runs into some traffic on the far wall. Comes to the near corner. Thief River Falls will try to work the near wall. Doing so is Jonathan Rogala. Rogala running into pressure. Beckham Johnson takes it, and he's going to ring it around all the way to the far half wall where Spencer Anderson collects it. Anderson will cross the red line, not able to get it deep, but the loose puck comes back to his teammate Hudson Hall, who will cross ice dump this one into the near side. Just under 2:20 remaining in regulation.
If you're Thief, do you go for it and pull him, or you just kind of
might as well
wait this one out? I'm kind of curious to see what they do here, if anything.
It's a great question. Trailing by 3 with just over 2 minutes to play. Now would be the time to do it.
Now would be the time.
And icing is called, so an offensive zone draw upcoming for the Prowlers. With 2:01 remaining in the third, maybe we'll get a timeout from the head coach, Kyle Anderson.
Doesn't look like they're just gonna ride this one out. By the way, starting to get chippy out here too. If you're, you can see at home here. I mean, a lot of the extra shots, a lot of stick work. Let's see if we can get through this 2 minutes without incident.
Here's a chance. Nice play. Here's Kulka. His shot misses wide. Comes to the near wall. Gruenberg attacking the net. He's going to circle the net. Delayed penalty. Red River has an extra attacker out on the ice. Thief River Falls will touch it up in the far corner. Some more extra pushing and shoving. Maybe a little bit of embellishment there from Ulmer in the far corner. So Red River will end this game, barring them putting the puck into the back of the net on the RBB Electric power play. They scored on their most recent opportunity. It's a cross-checking penalty, and now we're going to have a unsportsmanlike conduct whistled against Thief River Falls. We saw that one coming from a mile away, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm just trying to listen to the conversation. He's not been happy with the past few calls. Shocker, right? A coach unhappy about penalties on his team. I don't know if you've ever seen that one before or not.
That's a new one for me up here in the press box, Ryan.
Oh, and now he's being asked to leave.
Kyle Anderson has been kicked off the bench.
But he ain't done yet.
He's going to get his money's worth.
Okay. Well,
and
there was the incident I was hoping we would avoid. But
you mentioned it at our last break that things are starting to get chippy. And the frustration's really starting to come to the surface now for Thief River Falls, now without their head coach on the bench. Cooper Roth having a conversation with one of the assistants, maybe a little bit too late to discuss him being pulled from the net.
Yeah, and now it's going to be a 5-on-3. Yeah, because of the bench minor. So
the initial penalty went against Ian Winter, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Serving the coach's penalty will be Brody Arlt. It was a bench minor assessed against the head coach. Brody Arlt will serve that, so it's 5-on-3. Good chance for Red River to extend their lead to make it a football score, 7-3. Griffin Hoganson in his usual position. He has it at the top of the near circle. He'll go down low. Ulmer making his advance towards the net. He will streak all the way through the crease. Loose puck collected by Spencer Anderson. Anderson gets taken down, and we're going to play it's going to be 4-on-3 for the remaining 1 minute and 10 seconds of the hockey game.
Yeah, I saw that one coming. It's like Halper just got caught flat-footed, and he had Spencer Anderson bearing down on him. He had no choice but to essentially just take him out. Otherwise, Anderson's in all alone.
Right.
On a 5-on-3, nonetheless.
Yeah, got to appreciate the effort from Anderson. He picked his head up, and he saw room to skate, and he made an effort and was able to draw a penalty. So that makes it a 5-on-3 to now a 4-on-3. Red River still on the power play for the remainder of this game. Colin Rost enters the attacking zone.
So
He's going to give it to Hoganson.
These 4-on-3s, they're tough to defend. They almost always turn into goals. Oh, what a save!
And it goes in at the last second. Hoganson, it looked like it was a highlight reel goal. We'll capture that replay and show it to you. Replay brought to you by American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency. And not sure if Ulmer was the one to eventually poke this one home. Looked like an amazing initial save, waiting for it on the far post.
On the side of the net.
It was Gruenberg whacking that one home, and an excellent initial effort from Cooper Roth, the goaltender for Thief River Falls, but hammering that one home will be Cale Gruenberg. If indeed it is Gruenberg credited with that goal, it will be his second of the game.
Well, just as I was saying, 4-on-3s are hard to defend. They almost always turn into goals. It just, the way it's set up, it's a really hard penalty kill. There's really no great way to do it. I don't know what it is about a 4-on-3, but now we got some more stuff happening here.
And it's Parker Ross trying to enter the attacking zone. He has that one taken away from him by Ryan Floggen. Playing 4-on-4, Floggen's clearing will result in an icing. With 28 seconds to go in the hockey game, we'll play 4-on-4 for the remainder. Red River now 2 for 4 on the RBB Electric power play, getting both of those extra attacker goals. Not extra attacker, but man advantage goals here in the third period. Anderson with room to skate. Across the red line. He's going to drop this one off for Radnicki. Radnicki's shot, that was Browse rather, gets deflected and goes over the net. Here comes Red River coming back the other way. It's Parker Rost. Rost runs into traffic at the Thief River line. He'll give it back to Seeger. Seeger with just 4 seconds remaining in the game. He'll just dump this one into the far corner and let the time expire. That's a 7-3 victory for Grand Forks Red River over Thief River Falls on this Saturday afternoon of high school hockey inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex. We're going to take a break, hear a word from our sponsors, and when we come back, we will bring you the post-game show breaking down the action that we saw this afternoon. It's a Red River 7-3 victory on the KNOX Live Sports Network.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Go to rivards.com.
Rivals on the ice, united in the stands, and everyone's geared up from Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World. Hockey gear, fan apparel, Nodak Pride, we've got it all and more. Locally owned, 1004 South Washington Street. Shop local, shop Jarrell's.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, GrandTrailersSales.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. Pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. SprayAdvantage.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks. Gear up for ski season or hit the trails on a fat tire bike. At the Ski and Bike Shop, we offer top brands, ski and snowboard service, and everything you need for cold weather fun. The Ski and Bike Shop in Grand Forks, where your next adventure begins.
We are now in the post-game report, breaking down the action that we just witnessed, a 7-3 win for Grand Forks Red River over Thief River Falls. Sam Jensen, I did play-by-play this afternoon. Alongside me is our color commentator, Ryan Kuntz. This postgame show is brought to you by Spray Advantage, everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. And also the Ski and Bike Shop, where your next adventure begins. Ski season is here, so go talk to the experts to get fitted for your ski boots and also get a pair of skis on South Washington. The Ski and Bike Shop, where your next adventure begins, and also Spray Advantage, the sponsors of our postgame show this afternoon and all season long. And right now we're going to jump right into going through a scoring summary. Starting all the way back in period number 1, it was Cale Gruenberg getting the scoring started for the Rough Riders, scoring that one at even strength. The assist coming from Caden Ulmer. The only other score coming in the first, also for Red River, scored by Rylan Edmond. He had that nice highlight reel goal where he made a move at the top of the near circles in the offensive zone and was able to beat the netminder Cooper Roth low glove side. So after one period of play, it was Red River leading by a score of 2-0. They stretched their lead to 4, scoring the first 2 goals of the second period, starting with Chase Skolka. He sniped that goal after receiving a nice feed from Caden Ulmer in transition. Cale Gruenberg also getting credit with a secondary assist on that score. Then Red River makes it 4-0 at the 11:18 mark of the second period. Griffin Hoganson scoring his first goal of the game. The assist coming from Mason Breno. Then Thief River Falls scores 2 unanswered to close out the second period at the 12:53 mark. It was Grez Ruby picking up a loose puck after an explosive hit from Cam Irian in the far corner in the offensive zone for the Prowlers. Ruby picks it up, takes it to the net, and is able to beat the netminder to make the score 4-1. And then not too much after, less than 3 minutes later, Thief River Falls made the score 4-2 off of a goal scored by Jed Kelly. Jed Kelly, similar goal that Ruby scored, just working the goal line and able to beat the netminder low. So after 2 periods of play, it's 4-2 in favor of the Rough Riders. We go into the third period, and Caden Ulmer makes it a 3-goal game. He scores at even strength at the 2:04 mark of the third period. And then we have Cale Gruenberg making it 6-2. The assist coming from Caden Ulmer on that one, that coming at the 9:30 mark of the third period. Thief River Falls made it 6-3. Spencer Anderson streaking out of his defensive zone after an aggressive play from Colin Ross going coast to coast. No forwards helping support him defensively, so it's a partial breakaway goal for Spencer Anderson to make it 6-3. Then our final score of the game, officially getting credit for that one, is going to be Griffin Hoganson after what we thought was an initial great save made by Cooper Roth. It must have been Hoganson jamming home that rebound. The assist on that one coming from Ulmer and Ross. So that is all of the scoring from this afternoon's matchup between Grand Forks Red River beating Thief River Falls by a score of 7-3. That scoring summary brought to you by Bergstrom Electric. They light the lamp, and indeed it does shine brighter. Bergstrom Electric, the sponsor of our scoring summary. Ryan, I'm going to allow myself to take a quick breath here after reading through that extensive scoring summary from both of these teams. What are your final takeaways here?
Yeah, I mean, kind of a fun little Saturday afternoon hockey game. I love Saturday afternoon hockey, by the way. I have an irrational love of Saturday matinee games. I don't know what it is.
You'd be fired if you didn't.
You play in the light, you go home, you got plenty of day left. So it was an entertaining game, 7-3. We saw offense. We saw some chippiness towards the end. We got a little bit of everything in that one.
Great game, and Grand Forks Red River will continue. Their record will improve to 12-5 on the season. Their winning streak stretches to 4, entered today on a 3-game winning streak, outscoring their opponents 22-4. So now in their last 4 games, they've outscored their opponents 29-7. Grand Forks Red River playing really well here as we enter the final stretch of regular season play in the Eastern Dakota Conference. Thief River Falls will see their record fall below 500. They drop to 9-10, and they will extend their losing skid to 3 games. As we're going to continue to make our way through this post-game show, brought to you by Spray Advantage and the Ski and Bike Shop. We're going to take one final break, and when we come back, we'll hand out a couple of awards to some breakout performers in this afternoon's matchup between Red River defeating Thief River Falls by a score of 7-3 on KNOX Live Sports. We'll be right back.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Nothing feels or performs better than a properly fitted golf club. Whether it's irons, driver, or putter, call us today for your free club fitting. For over 30 years, the Golf Center in Grand Forks has been your club fitting leader.
Valley Truck in East Grand Forks is proud to support our local high school athletes. With over 400 years of combined experience, they keep our community moving on and off the field. Trusted repairs, quality parts, and support for the next generation.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Will Rich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
We very much take a lot of pride in our work. Customer service has always been our #1.
We have the best materials. You're going to have the best people in the area to do the job.
If you can dream it up, we can make it happen.
Or head to gworkslf.com to get started.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new. Big or small, Finest Auto Trim can cover it all. To get a quote, go to finestautotrim.com.
Welcome back to our post-game report, breaking down the action that we just witnessed, a 7-3 win for Grand Forks Red River over Thief River Falls in North Dakota, Minnesota high school hockey non-conference action on this Saturday afternoon inside the Blue Line Club Iceplex. We're now in the post-game report brought to you by the Ski and Bike Shop, where your next adventure begins on South Washington, and also Spray Advantage, everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. Ryan, we just got 2 awards to hand out. I'll start us off with our Finest Auto Trim cover of the game. We'll turn things back all the way to period number 1. And this was a team effort to keep the puck out of the net here for Red River at the time. Only with the near wall lead, you'll notice a diving block shot from Cam Irian to stop what could have been a shot from Johnson. Rebound goes right on top of the crease. Putting his body on the line to negate what could have been an easy goal for Thief River Falls at that time. Still just a 1-0 lead for Grand Forks Red River. Eventually they were able to stretch that lead to 4, and the final score ultimately being 7-3 for Grand Forks Red River. So the recipient of tonight's Finest Auto Trim cover of the game, big or small, Finest Auto Trim will cover it all. We'll go to Cam Irian for his selfless blocked shot on a wide open scoring opportunity for Thief River Falls. That now brings us to our final award of the afternoon, and then we'll wrap things up. And that is going to be our PS Garage Doors Player of the Game. The PS stands for Perfect Service. Ryan, I'll throw this one over to you. Who's the recipient of tonight's Player of the Game?
Could have been a lot of people. I had to look at the score sheet just to double check. And like we were just joking, Caden Allman ended up with 5 points, a goal and 4 assists. A pretty quiet 5-point game, as we said. But when you get 1 and 4, you're the player of the game. I mean, that's just the way it is. And I mean, and then the eye test too, right? Like he was all over the ice tonight. I mean, he was creating so many things. We talked about his speed being problematic 3 or 4 times tonight. We could have said it 10 more times, but he's a factor in every single game. He's just a dynamic player. He thinks the game. He can make plays. He can score. He does everything. He had a great one tonight, so he's getting player of the game.
And we were laughing at that statement, a quiet 5-point night. You don't really hear that saying a whole lot. And Caden Ulmer just continuing to put forward a spectacular season. He will now move forward after this 5-point performance to 38 points in 17 games played. He'll have 22 goals and 16 assists, so having a breakout junior season is Caden Ulmer, and he's the recipient of today's PS Garage Doors Player of the Game in Grand Forks Red River's 7-3 victory over Thief River Falls. That will do it for our broadcast today. Thank you for tuning in. We got more loaded action for you next week. Stay tuned to the KNOX social media feed and our website, knoxlivesports.com. From Sam Jensen, Ryan Kuntz, and Joey Spanger, enjoy the rest of your Saturday here in Grand Forks. We'll see you next time.